Multiverse City. Here you can live another life, become something else, and find your calling. Inside this city, anything is possible. But if you want to find where the stories are told, then you must travel to the greatest place in the multiverse. A place where stories from all the universes get shared. A place where infinite versions of people find escape from their world. A place where you can tell your story. Welcome to the Multiverse Arcade.
And there we are. Oh, Dread's still going on in the background. Welcome to yet another one of my streams. We'll see. I didn't have time today, or last night, because I was celebrating my mother's birthday, to set up everything perfectly on my dual PC stream. So we were doing Dread yesterday, which I hope you enjoyed. I had a wonderful time playing through a different game, and wow, that's my first introduction to a Metroidvania type game, and it was awesome. So I'll return with that on Monday, but I had to make something about Cyberpunk 2077 because this game meant so much to me back when it came out last year. I played it and I put probably like 48 or 60 hours into it, and now I've put in over 100 plus hours into the game. Big spoiler, bury the lead here. Not to bury the lead. I loved Cyberpunk 2077, and it's because I didn't have game-breaking bugs. That doesn't mean if you hated Cyberpunk 2077 that it's not right or not justified. I didn't follow the marketing, so I was never lied to like so many were. I didn't buy the game for last gen and have it absolutely play like garbage and ruin my experience. Instead, I got a game that had me dying for more. It felt unfinished and there were bugs and there were issues, but the entire package was so immersive and so enjoyable for me that it just made me so disappointed that the devs couldn't deliver what the actual dream was, because this game really could have been something special, and I really wish I got to see more of the RPG elements that was so promised in what Cyberpunk could be, that you could be anyone and so on and so forth. My microphone's going, right? Very good. Be really, really awkward and crappy if that wasn't the case. Oh, I'm really zoomed in on that one. Can we, no, that goes the other way. I want to zoom out just a bit so we can have a conversation, talk to some people. Jeez. How's it going? It is good to see you. How you doing, Zach? The production so far. I'm getting there. Lots of bugs still to work out, but it's getting better with each stream, and it will over time. And we got plenty of streams to do back and forth. It'll be great. Hi, Pancakes. No Cyberpunk bugs. You're the chosen one, right? I had that quite a lot when I was playing through Cyberpunk, and in my experience, it was really, really wonderful just to experience the characters. I did get a bug that broke the game, but all I did was reload a save state, and that fixed the issue. But it would have stopped me cold if it didn't happen. There's a train that wouldn't trigger that was part of a main story mission with Pan Am. Is that her name, or is that the... I don't even remember now, because Pan Am, isn't that the name of the world from Hunger Games? Now I'm not confident. I swear her name was something like that. Okay, anyway, we'll find out in a minute when I load the game. But it was just like... Man, I've put in all this time, and you're telling me I can't get the end game or get the relationships or whatever or build? Like, that was tilted. And then I just reloaded a save state and it's fine. Another one was bug-wise. I was, at one point, I finished and cleared out a boss area, and every time I tried to jump down, the area would insta-kill me, because I was basically... The game, my idea was that I was going somewhere where the game thought, uh-oh, he's out of bounds. We got to knock him back in bounds or kill the character because they're not supposed to be out of bounds. And I wasn't out of bounds, but the game was screwing up. It's out of bounds. And that was probably a common bug that would happen from time to time. That would annoy me. That's about it, which is... insane. And there's one mission, I believe, in one of my main profiles that didn't work, but that's compared to what I heard everybody else's issues were. Oh my god, right? Like, wow. It's so sad for me to hear that people didn't get to experience the game I did, and it's so sad to see, like, I know the devs put so much work and detail into this game, and yet so much of it was really bad. It really was delivered poorly for a majority of other people, and that sucks. And you know, nothing I can do about it except share my experience and be like, maybe, like, it's a year later, the game is actually doing really well on, I think, PC's latest reviews. Is the first time it's in positive area for review-wise. They fixed a lot, and they need to fix more and add more to the game as time goes on. I hope they don't give up on Cyberpunk, because I did every mission. I did every single side mission in the game, minus the latest patches. I think they added a few new things or fixed missions that might have got locked out or something, but I did them all. That's crazy. And I played 3 or 4 different builds. Why? Like, it just captured me so much, and I'm excited to get into it, but I play it on PC. So obviously, that's a big reason why my glitches were almost non-existent. I had a big streaming PC from Ironsides, and that was before I upgraded everything. I've upgraded my PC even more now, both of them, for our streams and the new video content and everything. And it was meant for next gen. Like, my theory, which I don't think is too crazy out there, and I'm not some, wow, Reed, that's amazing, your insight, but it seems apparent to me that this game was made on the highest end hardware to push limitations to pursue these really lofty goals by CD Projekt Red's developers, and management decided that they liked money and they want it to be able to sell on last gen, next gen, and PC. So we got a shittier product, and none of the systems could handle what this game was doing. And I feel like that further reinforces how disappointing the game ended up being, because it's doing that thing right now in the game industry where it's not committing. Like, we want to hear that this game is just for PS5 or Xbox Series X. Is that the latest one? I'm not an Xbox guy, so I apologize if I don't know. You guys can let me know in chat what the latest one is. But that is, like, you have these games that need to be utterly committed to the latest gen hardware, because you can't do something special and new on the last gen content when you're trying to push the boundaries of what a game can be. Now, that's not to say that last gen doesn't have good games. It's not to say that you can't create games like an Undertale that can run on any console and can't be good, or Skyrim for that matter, right? I'm not saying that, but like the scope and goal of this game isn't last gen, right? You don't want to see, because like God of War, for example, Ragnarok that's coming out, you want to hear that it's just been optimized for PS5 because it has so much better hardware. If it can run on something that's nearly a decade old, what are we really going to see that's new? What are we really going to see that pushes the boundaries, innovates, and blows our minds? There is plenty of opportunity, but not as much opportunity as next-gen hardware, in my opinion. If you have, like, if your computer can run stuff way better, you can do more with it. Just my 2 cents on the idea. Yes, this is live. I am doing well, Reed Benson. Good to see you again. Great name. You spell it the right way. I'm just kidding. Pan Am is an old airline. Is it too? Didn't Cyberpunk bug out on the Twitch stream one time? Yes, because I was using the different computers in different settings. I had no bugs in my playthrough. I played my 1,000+ hours on PS4 Slim and even a Pro, and honestly, it was on par with launch of most COD games. So that's also a good point. And thank you, Goodfellas, for the correction. Xbox Series X. Yeah, I mean, in the same respect, how many times are next-gen games releasing and they are broken on launch? I find it constantly, and it's very disappointing. And that's not an excuse, though. Like, I'm not here to sing or be a apologist for how CD Projekt Red handled the press, their PR, their marketing, their false promises, their track record for fixing the game. Like, there's tons and tons of things they did wrong. So much so that PlayStation removed the ability to buy the game from the store for nearly a year. That tells you enough about how bad the situation was. But I'm not without sympathy to the developers that had the big hack happen to them. They had terrible crunch, because if they're having crunch, it is my view that's unethical and poor management. That's really pushing them to do that, especially from the sounds of it, from a lot of the news that was reported around it at the time. The developers weren't kept in the loop. They weren't told what the big plan was, what they're going to release, what the final vision of the game was, and they thought they had at least another year or two to develop the game. Like, they thought a 2023 release was more likely for Cyberpunk 2077, but that's not what happened. And it sucks, because these people put so much into this game, and that's just like, it's so disheartening to see the hate it got. And I honestly, when I was going to make my retro video, which I still will, What's Great in Gaming episode about Cyberpunk 2077, because it means so much to me, one of the things I opened with was, I'm sorry I'm the only one that had fun with this game. But while I was researching for that video, I actually found a subreddit called Cyberpunk 2077 with less sodium, I think is what it is. And I'm just like, what is this? And people are saying all these positive things and things they enjoyed with the game and sharing all their experiences. And I'm like, well, I don't understand. The internet hates this game. I'm in the wrong. It was a lot. Like, let me see if I can find how many people were part of that subreddit. Also, like, don't give power to subreddits too. So, like, take this with a grain of salt, because they can, I'm finding more often that with less sodium, they just become breeding grounds for the extremes, and people end up just becoming very hateful, even though it's supposed to be a thing of love when they're all in one place. Low sodium Cyberpunk with 135,000 people subscribe to it, which is surprising to me. And it didn't dawn on me until, like, I finally understood. Let's see. Welcome to Low Sodium Cyberpunk, a lighthearted and fun place to discuss Cyberpunk 2077. We focus on positivity, kindness, and constructive criticism, and do not allow for low-effort complaining, insults, or trolling. Low sodium, less low salt. Stop being so salty about the game. I was like, oh, wow. Oh, my God. People liked it. Oh, another reminder, I'm not a unique little snowflake. My experience isn't unique. So that was really nice to see and find out, and I really did enjoy that. Hey, Backbone. Yeah, what's up? To give my thoughts first, a little preamble to playing Cyberpunk 2077 of my experiences and my enjoyment of the game. I thought it'd be valuable for some people that may have skipped the game or wanted to commiserate in the enjoyment they had, or even wonder, oh my God, people had a positive, experience. How? Where world were you living on? So you guys are making more than ever and putting out lower quality than ever. The bigger ones, the lower ones, I'm finding more and more, especially people I follow like Skill Up. He's a prolific reviewer online. If you don't know him, I would suggest to follow if you like games content. He tends to cover a lot of really games that are off my radar. He even has a segment on his news show that releases every week. Put this on your radar. And he really highlights some excellent games that are made by, like, Deep Rock 9, for example, is made by a few developers, and it's amazing, right? I don't like that type of style of game. I like games with endings. This is sort of like an endless game, but rave reviews. It's an amazing game. The way they do monetization is amazing. It's next gen. It's everything about it is so player-oriented, game-oriented. It is what you wish games were. What we often find, and it's not surprising when you hear like the leadership at Activision Blizzard, the stuff that they continue to be in, and by stuff I mean rampant misogyny, sexual abuse, sexual assault, I don't know, corruption probably, the treatment of just garbage to all their employees as they continue to cut hundreds of people and still give bonuses of millions and millions of dollars to their board members. Yeah, that's how the world works, but doesn't mean that we can be like, oh, that's fine though, that's how it works. It's pretty disgusting, and it's disappointing that I worked, in some capacity with those people, I would say. Like, there's aspects, like, again, the developers, at least the ones that weren't doing awful things, there's so many people doing good work and trying to make great games and being good people, but there's so much up there that just ruins that, and it's I don't know, it disappoints me, and obviously disappoints a lot of people, and it'd just be nice if people were held accountable for being crappy people. So that translates into the same management styles we see all the way in the AAA industry. What do you expect when you have people that basically believe they can do whatever they want? They make ungodly amounts of money so they can basically push any problem away, and you get inferior products and people get used and abused inside the industry. I mean, obviously, it's when I put it that way, it doesn't sound too great. Not too great. You love Cyberpunk, but I know the way launch went was difficult, but I still think it's a great game and always has been. I think there was definitely needs for the improvements and stabilities, right? Like, I want to be realistic with this, is that the game definitely launched poorly, and the game wasn't what it should have been. It wasn't ready, but even so, and that's what kind of blew me away, is a game that's not even ready, that wasn't even done, was as good as it was, just makes me disappointed and grieve what we could have had. And that's a dangerous road, right? Because who knows what we could have had, right? That's a fun game people love to play, is the what ifs. I talked about it in my latest What's Great in Gaming. But you can see the roadmap inside the game developers of things that they wanted to do, and you mourn, like, God, why couldn't they get more time? And obviously there's also the BioWare incident with oh God, what was it, Anthem? How much time is too much time? Spent 7 or 8 years and constantly changing direction, constantly iterating the product, and eventually just there was no clear vision, and the game never came together, and it completely died within a year of launch, was it, or 2 years? One of BioWare's greatest failures. That's very, very frustrating for a company. I can't imagine the developers who poured nearly a decade of their life into a dumpster fire of a game. So that sucks. And you see that a lot with the Cyberpunk, and especially the harassment and negative feedback. These people that crunched and gave up so much life to try and create something special, and to have it basically spit back in your face, that's soul crushing. But it's not undeserved in some aspects. They don't deserve death threats. They do not deserve the harassment, but You know, when I put out shit, I understand when it's shit. Yeah, you're right. When it's not my top content, when I forget the audio in one of my intros, when I have tech issues like I'm probably going to have today, hooking up the audio from my gaming PC to streaming PC right now, it's probably not going to go very well. But it is, you know, you got to take responsibility for it. I'm not a multi-billion-dollar company, but even for multi-billion-dollar companies, there are limitations. You can have as much money in the world, but if you don't have the talent, if you don't have the time, if you don't have the vision, if you don't have the cohesion, the communication, you'll never make a good game. Go ahead and throw as much money as you want at something, but if you lack some essential skills, including management skills, you're not going to make a good product, and that clearly shows in games like the Call of Duties, where you have such terrible management doing the things that they do. You get the same crappy products with little to no innovation, and developers breaking their backs to try and make innovation. They do change things up, and Call of Duty has been, but it's so slow and so little, and there's such a death grip over what it is. And I only use that because Call of Duty as an example because I have experience with that and I understand it a little better than other games I could talk to. So that's kind of a point of frustration. It's a point of these games could be more, but you look to a God of War where you have Cory Balrog is his name, or is it whatever it might be. No, it's that's from Lord of the Rings. That's a mythical fantasy creature. That's not his last name. Who was the former director. He's not directing Ragnarok, but he had a very clear vision and clearly a management style that worked enough with Santa Monica Studio to produce one of the games of this generation, or last generation rather, that completely shook everything up. It's not the best game ever, obviously, and I sing his praise often because it was a great game with a great vision. You don't get that with poor management. And CD Projekt Red, there's a vision here, but you didn't have good management again, and then you had a really crap game come out. When you treat your developers right, when you give them the right tools, resources, money, and time, you get a much better product. I think that's been proven time and time and time again. So yeah, to your point. And I'm doing sort of like an intro as I'm talking to you guys. I want to interact with chat. This is sort of the intro. We'll get into the game when I get into the game, but I'm really enjoying actually talking to you. It's been forever. Hello, Rotary. I didn't realize this was live. I also played the game, and it was okay. In my opinion, there was so much to do, and it was so overwhelming, so I gave up and haven't played since. Yeah, no, that's a very valid experience, for sure. Was it Anthem? Was that what I meant to say, or did I mispronounce Anthem? Could have. Because of all the glitches and textures and T-posing, can't take away from the incredible stories and thought it provokes. It does to a degree. Actually, the endings are some of the most disappointing parts to me. But I did like a lot. I liked a lot of the game, and I really wanted far more with the end game. The end game seems really rushed to me. I think that was one of my big complaints about it, that's the Act 1 and 3 is nothing compared to Act 2. Act 2 is incredibly solid, in my opinion. But man, oh man, did they screw up on the ends. The prequel we could have played a lot, though I wasn't that upset about the Jackie. What ends up happening if you haven't played Cyberpunk 2077, instead of building, this was marketed in a way that you're going to get this big bond with this character called Jackie as you try to become a legend in the Cyberpunk world inside Night City. Basically, that's taken out of your hands, and you go through I don't remember the time skip, but they basically give you a little montage cop-out, and now they just jumpstart you into the story, potentially Act 2? I don't remember the pacing per se off the top. We'll see a little bit of it today. But just to give you a idea of some of the disappointment on that end, and then also the ending itself felt like, man, there could have been more, especially depending on which ending you choose. Which is... Some of that I do like, because some of the endings are absolutely soul-crushing, and that gives you good stuff to think about, which is what sci-fi is all about. Patch 1.5 releases in early 2022, and it's a little bit like a soft reboot or re-release of the game. Yes, I did hear that. I've kept up a little bit with the news. I don't know what patch 1.5 will really... I know they're skipping 1.4 just to make it sound, 1.5 even, but what will actually change? I don't know. I don't have my hopes up that high that this is going to be something that is it's not going to redo what's already there, right? That's not my expectation. But they are working on the DLC, so I am hopeful to see that sometime next year. Because it was an old PS4 and I had a positive experience. That's incredible if you had an old PS4 and a positive experience, even though it was supposed to be the worst. You are very lucky, man. Also, my biggest pet peeve was how bitchy the main character was sometimes, but I love the fashion part of the game. Never in my life would I have thought of the game of fashion. Yeah, dude, the style and aesthetics really nail it. I've always been on the bubble about Cyberpunk, the genre, and I never really liked it. I fell in love with the genre because of this game. And I think that's a testament to how well they did their world building and how well the game was made in the sense of, like, immersing me into the Cyberpunk world, even though it's not perfect. You can absolutely... Is this immersive, Reed? Is this immersive? As, like, a car's flying through the air, you just hit the glitch montage. You're right. You're right. You can... I'm not disputing that. But in my experience was... It was truly... a wonder that took me away. I would just drive in the favorite car. I don't like cars, all right? I'm never a car person. I love the Cowburn. It's the only car in my life I've ever been like, I'd like to go fast in that car. It was like an awakening. It was the strangest thing in my life. For years, I'm always like, cars are transportation. I don't get why people like cars. I can't believe you would waste money on, like, what you could buy a house for on a car. That seems insane to me. And then there's one car in this game where I'm like, okay, all right, still not worth a house, but man, like, I like that car. And I would drive to just locations, especially at night. There's something so alluring, something so compelling about the neon lights of a cyberpunk city and the, like, quietness of the wilderness juxtaposed with the night sky and stars. It's just so, I don't know, man. It doesn't seem too far off from our reality and our possibilities of reality in the future, and it seems... tranquil wouldn't be the right word, because there's so much slime and corruption and filth inside the cyberpunk world. It's so weird that the cyberpunk genre can be, like, so beautiful but disgusting. And that's part of my fascination with the genre. There was a ton of it, yeah. Yep. There was lots of turnover. There still is in the industry. Hey, Samboy. I'm doing well. Just talking about Cyberpunk. I wish. No. Yeah. That is a valid opinion, Jason. Especially if you had a bad experience with it. Hello there, Official Swims. How you doing? What does that actually look like now? I've been wanting to give it away. Well, I'll show you in just a moment, Richard. No Man's Sky, yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, Official Swims. No Man's Sky is the comeback story of the past 10 years in gaming, right? And I'm hoping for the same thing with Cyberpunk, to be honest with you. Next version to get back into it, constant graphical issues for me was immersed. Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's smart to really wait on jumping into the game until it's the 1.5 patch or even later. Like, it has to be good. If the game doesn't function, there's no reason in playing it. You're not gonna enjoy it. Yeah, I played No Man's Sky and hated it. I bought it on launch for full price. It felt cheated. I went back once and it just felt like too overwhelming to me in the same way. What was it earlier? Rotary 93 talked about their experience with Cyberpunk 2077. Next gen upgrades, they'll say it'll be quite a big changes, some of the stuff in the game. All right, I'll see when I believe it, because I don't believe their marketing ever. I did the same thing, especially because obviously I came from Call of Duty. I really had to stop with the marketing. It was making me so upset because a lot of it's lies. And then I'm getting upset over nothing instead of enjoying the game for what it's going for. The marketing department has a completely different vision for what the developers are going for, and that can be extraordinarily frustrating as a player. In particular, like World War II, I really enjoyed Call of Duty World War II, but the marketing was nuts for that game about a realistic experience, and we're trying to let the next generations know about the struggles of World War II. And I love history. I'm really World War II is one that I think is so recent. There's so much fascination in it, and it's also so horrible, and there's so much to learn from it that absolutely awful portrayal. That campaign was atrocious in the terms of marketing. And a Call of Duty campaign is a Call of Duty campaign, but the marketing, they're interviewing a historian talking about, I worked hard to be historically accurate and really bring that experience of what it was like. I've said my pieces about it, so I don't want to get into it because it doesn't even deserve the time of day, but it's not even close, and it's embarrassment, and it's a joke to even try and compare that to something historically accurate as a lot of the marketing was trying to push on. And obviously then I was looking for that experience once I was marketed towards. So in the same respect, if you're looking at Cyberpunk 2077 and they're gonna say, oh, this is gonna change the game, I wouldn't believe that for a second. As exciting as it might be, and to hope, I don't know. I see it when I believe it is a better mentality, I think, to have with games industry, especially at the AAA level, because too often it's a lot of ask for forgiveness, not permission, and promise them the world and take their money and shut down the games as a service as soon as possible. The just chatting section of the stream. I have a just chatting overlay. I probably should have used it, but I'm good. Let's see, where else were we? Next gen upgrades. Change of this. Oh, Big Daddy stumps. So I'll address this too as the streams continue, is that I'm completely done with zombies. And with Zombros is something that I got to enjoy aspects of it, but it was never about what I want to enjoy anymore, and it wasn't good content, and it wasn't content I could be proud of, and honestly it became a cesspool of garbage. So I don't know, I can understand your view of frustration that the content has changed and that I've walked away from it, but I don't care anymore, because trying to please that view and that perspective only hurts my mental health. You don't give a flying fuck about my well-being, my health, my interests, my concerns, my goals, or anything. So if you need that content, go find it somewhere else. It's not a... I never intentionally misled anybody, and I never promised anything else. These were your expectations, and that's why I've been very clear about setting the new expectations going forward. That stuff hasn't been good for me, and obviously the stuff that you didn't even watch, potentially for the Multiverse Arcade launch, I received all kinds of awful harassment, especially even behind scenes, because of the zombie community stuff. What for? What for and for what purpose, especially for something I did not love or enjoy anymore. So I understand that it might have been meaningful to you, but it's stuff that I don't identify with, I don't enjoy, I don't like. So why would I keep it up for somebody I don't know, for people that aren't gonna care if I live or die, and aren't gonna pay my bills, and aren't gonna... Not that it's your responsibility to either. This isn't here for you to pay my bills, but I'm here to entertain. And how could I possibly entertain at something I don't believe in, I don't enjoy, I don't like? I don't think it's possible. So that's why there's no Zombros. And that's why there won't be any more. And anybody that's still looking for that content, you should leave. Just to be honest with you. Replaying GTA 4 has made me very conscious of immersion can still be ugly. Oh yeah, dude, some of the older games, graphics do matter depending on the games, especially when you last played them. I like to vroom vroom that car all night. I agree, man. That is really fun. Yeah, the genre is absolutely soul crushing. After 7 years or so of watching your channel, and because of their last time, I finally bought the perk posters. Oh, wonderful. Rotary 93. Yeah, no, they'll be gone soon, and I'm very happy that that'll be over. Here's just how he says, and I was in mind when we actually used to join the game. It was nice. I enjoyed it. I wish I could have kept enjoying it, but yeah. That's good. I'm glad you had that experience, Alex. Very good. I completely agree with you, Goodfellas, with the ending with Cyberpunk 2, man. I really, really appreciate that. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoy hearing my ideas and experiences on some things, Max. Is it Max? That's weird with the K. M-A-K-S. Mux? I want to say masks for some reason. Stream in the chat is very delayed from one another. To a degree, yes. And I'm also not constantly looking at the chat. I'm fleshing out my ideas. I just finished Cyberpunk 2077 the other day. 30 plus hours. Yeah, and I don't think I have it on super low latency either. I have a little bit of a delay on purpose. The other day, 30 plus hours and loved every minute despite the glitches and bugs. Oh, that's terrific, Robert. That's absolutely terrific. And I appreciate that, Official Swims. What topic of zombies read? Were you on NGT for the extension? Yeah, I did that a very long time ago. I mean, there's not much more to it, Goodfellas. I just did, that's how I got to start a very long time ago. I talked about that in the past a bit, but that was part of the YouTube stuff. I really liked it. And again, part of my awful relationship with the zombie community was stuff that I tried to, like, be a part of, but I was a zombie guy, but I wasn't allowed on NGT zombies. I wasn't allowed to be a part of that. I wasn't entertaining enough, good enough, and to a degree, my content was garbage back then, but not so different from the other garbage that was being produced at the time. So, no, I was never accepted, and that's okay. I don't need the acceptance of NGT. Who the hell cares who this random guy is? But they did bring me on for NGT Games to produce content for them, to help them make money and take splits and all that stuff, and it was an absolute mess back in the day. But they moved on. That's such ancient history, and I wish them all the best. Yeah, we do. We all change, and that's exactly it. No, it's a completely different thing. And too often, my identity was associated with, like, this YouTube channel and zombies and all that type of stuff. That's not the case. You know, if this lives or dies, if I have 10 viewers, 5 viewers, that's not the goal of this. It's be nice. I'd like to share more entertainment with many of you guys. I'd like to have thousands of views on this type of stuff, but that's the problem I find with YouTube is it's never enough. It's never gonna be enough. I will continue to move the goalposts just like I did in the past. I need 1,000 concurrent viewers, 2,000 concurrent viewers, 3,000. Why not 10,000? Well, how about 40,000 if I could ever get that, which I won't. I will never achieve those type of numbers, but I've come around to that's not something you need, right? For me anyway, actually, you may need that, and that might be your chase, but that's not what I'm seeking fulfillment for in this world, and that's what I'm really looking for, is fulfillment. And if I can be fulfilled while still doing things I find meaningful and enjoyable, then why would I not pursue that? And I have something very special, and potentially recession-proof, and potentially for as long as it matters, automation proof. So I'm not going to lose my entertainment job to, automated processes. So, and I love storytelling. Storytelling is probably like 75% of my personality. It's something that got me through the toughest times of my life, and it's always resonated with me since I was a child. And it's something I can't turn off in my brain, and I'm always writing different stories. But am I very good at it? No, I have to put in the time. I am decent, and I analyze so much of it on this channel. It's very obvious why it's very obvious I like stories, because I dig into it. I love the mechanics of good storytellings, the promises and payoffs and so on. So that's where I'm trying to find meaning with this content, and I'd like to be consistent and be there for those, if it is a few people that can take away a good story, because at the end of the day, all this stuff goes away, right? I'm not here about legacy. I'm not here about any of that. I'm just trying to win my own game of life. If I enjoyed my life, didn't I win? Didn't it work out? Maybe I didn't become a multi-billionaire influencer, which no one is a billionaire influencer. Oh, I don't think so anyway. You can let me know. But I don't have to have riches beyond belief. I don't want to be poor either. That's the other thing that is also, I think, insane. When people are just like, you don't need money for anything. No, definitely helps to pay medical bills, it helps solve a lot of problems that you'll have regardless of your financial status, but it doesn't bring you fulfillment. It doesn't bring you happiness, as so many people like to say. But it's certainly, it's not a as big a problem depending on the scalability. I do think once you hit a certain threshold of earnings, then you start to have more problems because you have so much money and potentially you increase your lifestyle. Is it Asmongold potentially? He's a prolific Twitch streamer, and he does YouTube content as well. He might be the only guy that I can look to as an example of he didn't change his means of living and is making really good money, I imagine. I think he's one of the top Twitch streamers when that got leaked recently. That's something where that would be the benefit, right? If you didn't change it and you just lived your life, but he's got it figured out a bit, right? Not all the way completely, but he's got he knows what he's about. He knows what's meaningful to him. He knows what his values are, and he doesn't change that no matter what the money is in his bank account. And I think that is admirable from the little I know about him. I don't know, so don't take this as an approval if he's a secret misogynist, or I don't believe he is. I think he spoke out against some of the Activision Blizzard stuff too, but I don't know that, right? So don't take that as a wide stamp of approval whenever I do talk about people. I'm only talking about the things I know and perceive, and if those are their values, I hope that is a core that sticks with them all the way through. And that's hopefully something I'm seeing with my content. And I'll be honest with you, Cyberpunk 2077 was kind of the start of that. I played this game instead of live streaming and monetizing every moment of my life. I wanted to enjoy games again, and I decided Cyberpunk 2077 was the game I was going to try it with, right? To play games by myself for the first time and just sit and enjoy gaming again. Call of Duty Zombies made me hate gaming, and I hardly ever played gaming anyway. Oftentimes, I stockpiled so much footage, I wouldn't play video games for 3 to 4 months at a time, Call of Duty Zombies, and that would definitely put me out of touch with what I was doing. To come back to remember why I enjoyed video games at one point was really special, for those experiences of storytelling, for finding meaning in the things I perceive in life. That is where I really got a lot out of the content of Cyberpunk 2077 in video games again, and storytelling and movies and TV shows and so on and so forth. And it's a world that, despite all my struggles and failures and issues, it let me disappear for a while from those things. And there's a healthy amount of escapism you should experience, but there's also an unhealthy amount, which I try to balance. I think maybe I think about it too much. You gotta live in reality. Well, how much? How much is too much where then it's a detriment to your health? And that's why this game is really so special to me, because it was at a time where I really needed something to connect with me, and it did. And that's probably why, too, there's such a horrible bias I have with Cyberpunk 2077. And I feel like people will have that experience with many different things in life. Whenever you are vulnerable, whatever ends up connecting with you will always be special to you, whether it is good, bad, toxic, abusive, caring, or loving. Those things sort of build into the way we're hardwired. And I find that interesting for discussion. I don't know, I don't pass judgment on it, but it is something at the very least that has bonded me to the game Cyberpunk 2077 and not the controversy around it. Oh my, $10 donation from Christian Lopez. Thank you. Thanks for letting me rant and let me continue to catch back up with chat. I like to try and finish my thoughts and give you fleshed out ideas, go figure, because then once I start playing, too often the streams become like, oh, wow, oh, do you believe that happened? I'd like to be better than that, but I'm not. I wish I was. Okay, so caught up on that, got that. You like the new contact? Well, that's wonderful. Is that Angel or Angel? For that kind of looks like Angel. That certainly looks like the an avatar from somebody inside Cyberpunk. You make a lot of quality content. You don't need to explain them. Also, if anybody says anything like that, you will hunt them with the pancakes. Don't worry. People can be entitled to their opinions. They don't hurt my feelings. I don't put value in that. Yeah, they are. Yeah, those videos are still up. I don't think I care enough to ask them to take it down, but they're still taking money off my work and my content, but who cares? What do you think was the biggest narrative shortcoming of Cyberpunk 27? Personally, I think it's the end. I completely agree. Sotos NN89. I completely agree. I think that is a complete result of management's rushing of the game to launch. And with that, that doesn't excuse it though, right? So I think there's a really good thing to practice even in real life is the idea of it's not blame, but there is responsibility, right? Your actions have consequences and they don't have to have a moral judgment that this is bad. You effed up. Because oftentimes, you don't think the developers wanted to make the best ending ever. You don't think they've tried. You don't think they did everything they could in their abilities, given their circumstances, to make this game fantastic. Some companies, they didn't. This game, I really think they did. And from the way the game shows what has been finished, and from what the developers expressed on their social medias of what they could. The game... It's as I said earlier, it's disappointing because it was there. There was something there that they missed. And so I think we have every right and every reason to discuss and talk about how disappointing and how we wish there was more and suggest things that could have been done. I think that's all helpful criticism. There's a lot of criticism that can be beneficial to developers and creators and whoever's out there making these kind of content, when you give that sort of feedback in a way that, and it's not technically your responsibility either, I would agree, to communicate it well, but just to communicate it in a way that be human, I think is your responsibility to be a good human being. How you try and communicate these things. I think a very valid response is the game sucked. That is valid if you feel that way. To take it the next step, obviously that is where I draw the line. But you read a book. Some of the best feedback, instead of sitting there being like, I think you should have written this way and this character arc should have been bridged that way, and instead of doing that feedback, instead, some of the best feedback creators can get is you give them a scene and they go, yeah, I'm bored. That's great feedback. Why are they bored? Well, now the creator can go to the board and go back to the drawing board and go, these characters aren't working. Well, why aren't they? Are they not? Are they unempathetic? Are their goals not clear? Have I not built the stakes up properly? Leave it to them, who it's their job to make that stuff entertaining. Leave it to them to do that correctly. They need to get the critical feedback of, what are you, the player, feeling? Are you underwhelmed at the ending? Did we not build up enough? Or did we build it up too much and then we didn't pay it off? Which, that's my experience. Did we get this grand world and then really just such a soft, under-delivered ending? Do we not complete the story, really, of the character that you get invested in over tens of hours or hundreds of hours of gameplay? I very much feel that way, that V's story didn't really seem resolved to me. And I was really upset about the ending until I came around with one perspective about the ending where it deals with, like, you can't outrun death. And I think that is a very interesting idea, but is that the interpretation the game was actually going for? I don't know. Is that just me projecting? The curtains were blue. Do you know what the author meant by that? The classic, the author just meant the curtains are fucking blue. Damn. So you gotta be able to navigate what you take away from art and games and entertainment, and that is something I try to temper my expectations to. Dude, I'm so much happier like you now. I've removed myself from zombies, and I forgot until recently. It is something, especially when you don't want to identify with it. Like, if it's not your personality, it's amazing when you don't define yourself by your likes, preferences, and hobbies, and so on. I love hearing about the media you've watched, played, or listened to. Oh, I'm glad. Well, that's cool. I'm glad there's some people out there. That's the goal, to share these things, so maybe you go out there and watch some things that you're really interested in. Have you thought about doing another podcast? I really enjoyed Chemistry and Caring with Johnny J. I have, Sabercat, and I don't know what it would be yet. I won't do another one with Johnny. It's been great. We enjoyed it, but we both agreed, like, nah, we're done. That was great. We had our run to a degree, and obviously I have my issues with whatever it was, but I'm good. I would love to do a podcast with somebody, especially in person. That would be much more preferable. Focusing on sharing ideas without caring specifically about to help focus my career. Oh, that's terrific. Oh, geez, if I had any role in that, that's absolutely terrific, Morpheus. But that's also on you. Like, you still have to perceive and process that type of stuff. Like, it all comes from internal. I'm just a dude on the internet. So don't take any of those accomplishments away from you. Would you think of doing a Cyberpunk playthrough? Absolutely. Absolutely. Not today, obviously. I'm going to play the game today. Knock on wood. I'm enjoying talking to my community for the first time in a long time. So I hope we can revel in that for a bit and enjoy the conversations before I jump into the gaming. We'll still keep talking, but I would like to do that at some point, but I just don't know where the value would be quite yet. At some level, Watch Mojo is automated entertainment machine. I agree, Alex. That's a great point. I agree. I absolutely agree. Asmund is in my role. That's good to know. Do you usually like to play with some mods for Cyberpunk 2077? Pardon me. I didn't at first, but I believe I do have some downloaded. I don't know if they're still functioning after the patches, so that might mess up the game. Excuse me. But I'm always open-minded to mods, but I'm often disappointed with modding communities. I was blind, so my first introduction to modding communities was Skyrim. Literally the greatest modding community of all time. Asterisks. That's not approving of all the mods ever made. It's that they make a lot of incredible content that's unbelievable for a game that's 10 years old. That they basically remade that game, added DLCs that are unfathomable, that normal people could make without the resources of a Bethesda Studios, and have made it next gen multiple times over. That's unbelievable to me. Absolutely unbelievable. So, like Resident Evil Remake and Resident Evil 3, I thought for sure that they would have a flourishing modding community, and instead it's just all sex stuff. Boy, did I not understand the internet. So take what Reed says with a grain of salt, because I am not the all-knowing anything. All I know is how little I know. My God. So that was utterly disappointing and sad, where I thought, like, I was so stoked about being able to have all these different gun mods and all these maybe different modes or things we'd be able to do in the game, and often it's just like, how can we dress the main female character in RE2 or 3 in a skimpier dress with more exaggerated features, the mod over and over and over again. And that was truly disappointing to me. So with Cyberpunk, I know there were some mods on there, but I am always skeptical. I haven't looked in a while because I only checked probably January or February of 2021 of this past year for the modding community. And a lot of it was fine-tuning and aspects that they were trying to fix how broken the game was. And that was wonderful, but it wasn't really something too crazy to enhance my experience with Cyberpunk 2077. But I do know the modders that were modding for the game ended up getting hired by CD Projekt Red to work on stuff. So that's amazing to see the dedication there. So I'd imagine a game like Cyberpunk 2077 is probably going to be flooded, just like a game like Skyrim, with all the sex stuff and all that. And to float your own boat, right? You know, it's a video game. Do whatever you want with it to a degree. But that's not what I'm looking for in my video game experience. I'm trying to have a very different narrative, story, philosophical experience, and the big boob mods, they don't do it. Go figure. They don't do it. One thing they nailed was the soundtrack. One of the best soundtracks I've heard from video games, and Refuse did amazing. Oh, is that the name of the band? Capital Refused. Cool. I did like a lot of aspects of the music, though it was very repetitive, I found, too often. There's like only 3 fight tracks I was noticing, so that did annoyed me a bit. But I did enjoy the game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. The music, I was hoping to get a lot more out of it, like for my iTunes library, my music library out of this. I didn't get nearly as much music as I would have liked out of it, which was kind of really disappointing for me. I wasn't in love with Cyberpunk's music, but I did thoroughly enjoy the music in game. I didn't get to take it away like I do with Kingdom Hearts, and most recently my obsession I've been dying for is Arcane's music from the Netflix series based on League of Legends champions or lore story. I don't know enough about it, but I enjoyed the show thoroughly, and the music was terrific. I was hoping to get that out of Cyberpunk. Wasn't my experience. got that. One question that always remains in my mind is couldn't they just use program V's engram on something else? Yeah, no, there's a lot of things that, like, don't they even solve it too because they don't have a kid, right? Like, okay, so we're gonna talk spoilers. I mean, the game's been out a year. It's a year anniversary. I'd like to talk about some spoilers here in the game, if we're cool with that. That blows my mind with the ending, that it just seems so convoluted in some respects that there was no way to save V, and that really pissed me off because I got so invested in V at the game, and I played female V. I think there is a clear difference in how male V and female V play. I think male V, to me, in my experience, comes off as a dick and just like a jerk I don't want to play, where female V, I don't know, it fit the role way better for me, and it feels like a me against the world vibe, and it's the same lines, but how it's voice acted really does seem to be a difference, and that was even reflected in the Game Awards in 2020, where Jeremy Lane, if that's how her last name is said, I can't remember, she's wonderful, she was nominated, but the male voice actor counterpart wasn't. So I do think there is something there, that the way that performance was translated to the video game was very different. I tried playing a little as male V, and I just don't like it. It's not my preference. Female V just seems like such a better story to me, and I did thoroughly enjoy it. But yeah, I think even so, like, one of the endings is the Saboru? Is that the grandfather, the father of Arasaka? He's able to take over his son's body, and that's how it works, and he can live forever. That's what the whole point of the oh man, what's the engrams? What was the whole terminology though? The whole big thing, oh no, I don't remember all the terms. The big MacGuffin, the big point of the game. Basically to give himself immortality. We can't grow a clone. We can't, in this world, really, with all the resources of Arasaka, we can't create a child. We can't create some genetic creation where because the body's being rejected that we can jump into. That's where I was getting a little annoyed because I was so bought into the world that I'm like, what do you mean the technology's not there to save V? Are you joking? Like, we have like 6 months or something. Or another one, though, I think is a freeze V, so that eventually when the technology catches up, they can save V. Really weird decisions, and then stuff where V will just like totally dump everybody that was meaningful in their life if you choose an Arasaka ending, and it just seems so contrary to the story you were role-playing or playing up to that point. And that's why it's not a role-playing game. It's way more just an action-adventure game. And I would have much preferred a role-playing game where your decisions had consequences and impacts on the game, real ones. It wasn't just illusion of choice, and each of those things helped shape the world and the outcomes of the game. So that's where I do feel like we've talked about the ending was extremely disappointing. And if I'm buying into the in-world logic of Cyberpunk 2077 and I'm in the game, you've bought me in, why are you doing this to me, right? Why, god damn it. I feel like there's plenty of solutions still on the board we haven't exhausted by the end of the game, and that's obviously because they gotta end the damn game, Reed. But none of it was in a satisfying way to me, to be honest with you. Okay. Got that. Back to the whiteboard. We'll see. Did you like storytelling lore? Maybe deep dive into specific monsters. It might be hit that the zombie itch might have. That's not a terrible idea. It's a good idea. There's plenty of stuff I plan to dive into with those video essays. That's the point of what's great in gaming, is to give me opportunities and options for different stuff. Where's Whiteboard Chan? She's in the other room. Whiteboard Chan is in the other room. Maybe that should be a character in the Multiverse Arcade. I never even thought about that. No, I'm glad you've enjoyed the evolution. The most important decision of Cyberpunk 2077 fingernail color. Yep, hairstyle was mine. How am I generally doing? Am I better place? Glad to see you back. Much better, freaky man. Way, way better, actually. I've been in a really bad place for a very long time, and I'm surprised things came around, to be honest with you. I am having a lovely day, Fazzy, talking to everyone who wants to spend some time with me. I do value that, so that's really nice. I hope you guys are having a great day, too. Come on, read all those pixels take time. Oh, that's wonderful, Sabercat. Well, hopefully I can continue to entertain. It's going well, Mr. Deal With It. We're just discussing a big retrospective. I basically did a hour retrospective on Cyberpunk 2077 and my experience before jumping in to play some of the game, and it's been really fun. Right on, the Requus. I'm glad you did enjoy it in the past, but that is over. Have you played The Witcher? If not, I have not. It is on my list. I did watch Joseph Anderson. He's an incredible reviewer. At first, I didn't like his content because it felt like it was way too detailed and way too complainy. But over time, I understand what he was actually going for. And once you understand what he's trying to do with his videos, and if you can then enjoy what he's going for, the videos really took off for me. And I watched The Witcher 1 and 2 where he goes into like, Jesus, 4 or 5 hour long videos in depth over just about every mechanic to give really helpful feedback about his experience in the game. And it's a great way because he doesn't believe there's a 10 out of 10 game. No game can be perfect, which is a very utilitarian and almost scientific response I would agree with. But like from a emotional and artistic point of view, I think there's tons of 10 out of 10 games. There will never be a perfect game, but there can be perfect games for you. And so that's the nuance of trying to navigate that. And his reviews are excellent at that type of stuff. And so I watched the first 2 Witchers. The graphics look so bad, there's no way I'm jumping into it. But I do want to play The Witcher 3. I do plan to play that on stream at some point, along with Nier Automata, Bloodborne, Dark Souls. I'll get around to some point. You guys want to see me suffer with those damn Dark Souls games. All right, let's try trying to get the audio to work for Cyberpunk 2077. I apologize ahead of time if it is not gonna happen. All right, I'm gonna switch the song over. The current setup doesn't allow me to hear songs, so that's annoying, but we'll go to not Gigantic Face Read. And we'll put mine there. I think I need to, because I'm on the gaming PC today, so this is that angle. We'll open this up, and we're gonna do straight on cam, but we need to change some stuff here. We'll zoom in now. Is that better? That's too close. What are you doing? Jesus Christ. Back up! Need my space! I gotta redo my setup behind me too. It's very clear. That's okay. I can order that after the stream today. I should write a note. I often get so excited with my ideas, then I don't write them down, and I either forget them, or then too many of them build up in my head, and then I never get around to anything, and I feel like a colossal failure because I've never done anything, and I have all these lofty ideas, and I never achieve a fucking thing in my life. So, bit extreme response to buy displate magnets to move backdrop into camera. Actually, for a second, just so I let you know on the backdrop. No, that's blurry as hell, isn't it? That's the point of the camera. But tilt it up for a second just to show you. I don't think I can get the blur to go away, and the cropping's absolutely crap. But behind me, I actually have statues of some of my favorite gaming characters. This is their version of V. It's not my version of V, but I did buy this at one point with money I don't have. So this is not my broad promotion, but I wanted a memory because obviously what I've just explained to you is I had a very personal and meaningful experience with Cyberpunk 2077, so I want something to remember it by. So I got a female V statue. So I figured that'd be great for the backdrop. The Tracer one actually comes from buying it on sale because Blizzard is constantly trying to get rid of all theirs. Well, this is way before the controversy, but they clearly had way too many of them at way too high a price, so they're constantly being discounted. And at E3, the only E3 I ever went to, this premiered, this Tracer statue behind me, and it was like $350 or $450. Something ridiculous, and I got it on sale for like $90. So I ended up getting Tracer, and I've always liked her in Overwatch. I literally bought Overwatch to play Tracer because I'm like, she seems super cool. I want her to be like my champion. You know, the classic identify, just like a League or Dota or whoever. You want to identify what your character is. Wow, she's dusty. So then I went and purchased that, and I was like, yay, cool. Present for Reed. I have a problem. The last one is my favorite character that saved Star Wars for me. Fortunately, the statue got knocked over. Oh. Frustrating. But this was another one that is Ahsoka. I was in a horrible place in college, and watching the animated series of Star Wars was absolutely terrific, and having Ahsoka go from an annoying character to one of my favorite characters of all time to my favorite character of all time in Star Wars really taught me the power of storytelling. It helped me fall in love with animation all over again. And even when stuff doesn't work out in like the Star Wars universe with like Last Jedi and stuff like that, I loved The Force Awakens, and then I really did not like The Last Jedi or The Rise of Skywalker. I constantly say that the worst part about the Star Wars, and from my perspective, the worst part about the Star Wars universe is the Star Wars movies. I like those things the least. I love the video games way more, and I love the animated series and shows so much more. Mandalorian, the animated series, Rebels, Clone Wars, Battlefront, the old ones, not the EA DICE ones, so they were good in time, but they had issues. But Ahsoka's been one of those characters that I've absolutely adored. She's been really cool and brought a lot to this nuance of Jedi, Sith, Gray Jedi, morality and ethics and all that type of stuff. So she's an interesting character. That's what I really like. Go figure. I like characters that are nuanced and conflicted and then I have some cool light setups behind me. You still can't see it. It'll never focus. Oh, you know what? I probably could focus it now if I dip out a frame. There you go. Oh, look at me. I'm so good. Nissa from Magic the Gathering, if you watched my MTG video, favorite Planeswalker. Atraxa was my first commander deck, and I absolutely love the crazy looks of the Phyraxians. I think they're the coolest bad guy villains I've seen in ages. You should look them up. They're awful looking monsters, and yet they're so cool. That's a angel Phyraxian. Like, even angels cannot be saved from the corruption. That's insane. And then there's Liliana. She's fine. I have such a love-hate relationship with Liliana because it's like, she's fine, but I would rather some other art, but on display, unfortunately, they didn't have the other Planeswalkers that I really, really like. Even Vraska, who's a favorite Planeswalker, the art was really crap, where there's actually an illustration going on with those. So I think that is a fun background that I wanted to point out to you, just to show you some of the love and care I have for gaming. I'll keep improving it, don't worry. Inside the Multiverse arcade background here. Refocus this. There we go. There you go, right? There is what my love is for all of it. That's tilted. Oh, the world's tilted. Still a bit tilted. This is why you don't adjust the camera. There we go. Zoom in a little. Too much. Yeah, there's a fun look at my my setup. Which way is this? Be my right? There we go. Cool. So there's our Dread playthrough. We could always pick that up, but let's not. Let me go. Let's see. I have. Is Cyberpunk working, period, right now? Let's see, it would be Camlink Pro, right? No. What is screen? Oh, that's neat. I have no idea. I never knew that was a thing. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, no, don't do that. I don't know what you're doing there. There's a Game Capture 60 Pro? Oh. That's just me. Okay, so let me... HDMI 3? What's in 3? The Dread's in 3. What's in 4? Nothing's in 4. Let's fix that. Let me try slap banging my PC. Yes, indeed. Right, let's see. Oh, I like the look of that. Holy shit. Don't tell me it's actually just gonna work. That's never how this happens. This is not how streams go. Okay. So then... I have no idea. Where's my music? Let me pause that. Okay. So, we'll get music going again. We haven't done 4 yet. We need the audio. The audio, add audio input capture. Actually, if I go to gaming PC and I go to properties, you get to see the behind the scenes. No one cares. Cam link 4. No audio? Where do we want to go? I have no idea what I was doing. Nocturne, Nocturne. Which one's Nocturne? Is that... Alright. There's no audio, so let me go see why. On this PC, will certainly let me know. Whoop, that's right. Oop. Oh, I missed this game. Don't worry, we'll get audio. We'll get there. Drop frames. Oh my god, we might get to play it. We'll see. Alright, so I'm gonna whoop-de-doop up here. Nope. Just in case something crazy happens, we'll just chill up here. No one can see me. I'm a very special person. And then we... Well, that doesn't look good. Sounds. We'll throw that over here. And let me see where the audio is going. Oh, I know. Potentially I know. Potentially I don't. Wow. There is a plug here. Wait a minute. There's a plug that goes to... Going. Oh good, it looks like Cyberpunk has turned on the heater mode of my computer. Very good. Very good. Alright, so then I will come back over here. And go... Probably shouldn't have touched the gaming PC because it was fine the way it was. I don't remember which one is. Maybe broadcast remix. That's testing. Oh no. Try that. Testing? What? No, don't do that. What is that? Ooh. Ooh? Oh, that can't be right. Where's my phone? Where is my phone? So I can actually hear the stream and hear what audio is getting outputted. Okay. I knew this would be an issue, but it's not the end of the world. I'll fix it, and we have each other's company. We can still talk about whatever you need. So let's see. Oh, thanks for all the likes. I gotta get better about that. YouTube needs likes. Oh, Lord above! Mute that. Glad that's over. Yes, Jesus. That's not the one. That's not the way. Line in. What the hell's the line in then? Properties. I had this set up. Camlink audio 1. Line. Hello. Okay, that's good. It's not doubling. That's very good. Let's go back to the gaming PC and see if that is on my speakers. So speakers should be fine. Go back to Cyber. Oh. It's mad at me. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a first. Boop. Plate. If you, I don't care. No, you're fine. You're doing your job, Steam. It also looks like it changed my resolution on my computer. Why did it do that? It did. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Huh. That's a first. It changed my on my main monitor here, so it can get 120 FPS to 1920. 1920 by 1080 resolution. Fascinating. I should be seeing audio, but I don't. I'm not seeing the audio. Here's my mic. Got the mic shit sorted. That's very good. Okay, so the audio is clearly not working. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Cool. Probably just crashed it again. What are you on about? Line out. Line in. Oh, I see now. Oh, all I do is this. I get rid of that. I get rid of that. They should fix it. Properties. Oh no. No, I don't see it. What I would have done is I would have worked all this out before I even went live, but I did it in the past, and then I had to switch settings around. And then by the time I came to stream for this today, and I wasn't necessarily going to stream Cyberpunk, I was hopefully going to make a video for it. I had family commitments, and life is far more important. So I ended up not getting all the audio sorted, and that's by far the most annoying thing about streaming on two PCs. Ask anybody that streams on two PCs, and you get that frustration. Am I even using the broadcast mix? I'm using the mic chat microphone, because I could just switch that over for the time being so we can get on with our lives, because I think we'd all really appreciate that. I could also throw some other hip jams. Pump up the jams. It's not that one. What I find most annoying about this Go XLR crap is whenever the input I want is never selectable in OBS. It's always the wrong thing, and it's super annoying. Oh, it's an output, that's why. That's why. Discard. Let's grab another audio output. Endless audio outputs. That's not how I did it last time, but I like changing it every time. That's definitely the preference. Chat. Line. And I still see no line. What is wrong with this? Every time. Sample. It's laughable to me with this Go XLR. Everyone raved about it. It's necessary for you to run your dual streams, and it sucks. I don't understand the software, so probably doesn't suck. I do, but my God, I'm gonna try doing this. Did that affect anything in our stream? I hope not. No, everything still seems fine. Oh, there's two audio captures though. Oh, stop. So then let's go back to the gaming PC. Properties. Broadcast mix. Hit okay. How is that possible? That's literally impossible. Wait. Is Elgato the culprit? Is it muting audio on me? Doesn't look like it. This is wild. I have the audio directly going into what it's supposed to. I turned everything off. It's on the exact same output. The wild world of audio mixing. Talk amongst yourselves. Wow, this is wild. Okay, so audio is not outputting. I have the audio outputting from the first computer into the input of the Go XLR. I have now put the only input on the Go XLR routing for the broadcast stream mix as the line in. It's the only thing selected, so this should be the only audio playing. It's not. So then that reasons to me that it's a sound issue for the playback on the other PC. Oh dear God. Nope. Nope, okay. I did have my audio muted, so that's embarrassing on the PC. So then let's go. How far behind is the stream? Come on, Reed. I think I'm seeing audio on my PC. Screw the please. Yep, I think I got audio now. Super quiet. I'm gonna die. Don't care. Filters. Audio gain. Let me see how this sounds. Do I? I think I do. Yep, I got it. Cool! Cool. All right. Now we're gonna have a fun time. So I believe... I need to hear anything. I need to take this out. And plug this in. And then on my routing and my headphones. Oh, it should be there. Oh, there it is! Beautiful! Oh my goodness. Could that have worked out easier? All right, so what do we got for today? We're finally here to play PC Cyberpunk 2077. Thank you for your patience. You know what? For your patience, you can use coupon code, even though, like, oh, cool, you can fucking... it's all I got, all right? It's all I got immediately, just for being cool. If you use the coupon code THANKS21 at radrendering.com, good until the end of the year, you get $5 off an order. So, like, the Dread poster's like, what is it, 10 or 15 bucks right now? You could then just use THANKS21 at checkout. Basically pays for shipping. That's it. And then it's just a 10 or 15 buck poster. Pretty cool. Pretty all right, if I do say so myself. But yeah, or don't use that, and who gives a shit? Thanks for your patience. I'm just trying to give back, all right? Yeah, well, you know, the demons in your head tell you whatever. All right. So what profile am I on? What am I even playing right now? Oh, this is the one I've completely... So this is my special one, right? This is the profile that I've done. Fixer, yeah. I've completed every mission on this profile. So this is a good one to share with you how much I love this game. Junk shop. You can look... There might be... Oh! Oh, it's a vendor. Oh, I was hoping I missed something here so we could... Oh, this is my car. All right, I will show you the car I love so much. So I'm going to do a lot of sharing. Midpoint, buy medicines. I beat up everybody for the map. They don't come back. So, you know, all those bullies and everything. One of the things that I think are essential to games like this, when you go and literally beat up everybody ever, people should know, respect, fear, and love you. Because I got rid of everybody. There's nothing. There's no more missions. There's no more jobs besides the end game that doesn't go away. And it's almost kind of sad that I have no more gonks to beat up. There is one that's glitched out to talk to Stefan. So, like, I'll show you the only glitch I've endured on this game, which I don't have in a different profile. We'll go here. Also show you what my V looks like. Please be clothed. The game likes to crap out That's not it. What is it? Crafting? No. Inventory? There she is. The game likes to crap out when you move stuff around on the individual. I even take off, even though it's better to have the headband on for better shots so I can get my crit bonuses. I'm at the point where I don't care. What's the remove? Unequip. So you can get the hair. I think I gave her red eyes. Yeah. That's the VI, no. This is the one I got to bond with and, like, make memories and be like, this is my main character and I wish you wouldn't die. God dang it. Yeah, spent a lot of hours in this game doing all the good deeds to save the city, because that's always where I end up being. I will rock those now because I can't see that while I'm playing. I normally rock the Mantis Blades, but I did a mission got on with the newest patch. It made me redo the Beat the Brat missions, which is a bunch of fighting stuff. So actually are my skills. Where are skills? I don't remember. Character. Are they all gone? Ah, they are. Oh, Cold Blood. My stealth build's not there. So I normally had a stealth, cold-blooded, blades build. Okay, the blades are still there, so I do got a lot. I just threw out my stealth. I don't have my assault. Yeah, I did all this crap. I don't need any of this. You can reset your perks, can't you, from the menu? And what is that? And how much money do I have? A gross amount for 46,000. I can reset my perks. So let's do that. This was annoying. You used to have to go to Ripper shops for this. Thankfully, that's not the case anymore. You're welcome for the coupon. We can hear now. Terrific. Cool. And if you guys have any questions about the game, what I'm playing, what my builds are, what you want to see me do today, feel free to let me know in chat, and if I want to do it, I'll do it. You don't get to dictate, but I will have fun with this with you. This is interactive. This always made me very annoyed on screen. What you can see here is the relic is the device that is killing us and connected us to Johnny Silverhand. This clearly looked like it would be another ability. There's cool intelligence, body reflexes, technical ability. Shouldn't this clearly be something else that we could use and upgrade? And the cap at 50 just seemed ridiculous to me. I feel like you should be able to max up everything to 20 all the way around, maybe 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so 100. 100 points would have been fine, but it makes you manage your skill points better and pick and choose. I don't care about that at the end game. Like, once you beat everything, why not keep growing? That would be my feedback. Cool. So let's do blades and cool. So what do we got? This one is sting like increased attack with blade speed. Yeah, this might be utterly unnecessary because there's not really many missions to do. But we'll use the perk points we have available to us. The strange thing is I did use a mod that allowed me to have all the perks and abilities, and did not feel nearly as overpowered as I thought I would. That was different. Okay, so stealth, increase movement speed while sneaking, increase your crit chance while sneaking, deal 50% to human enemies, allows you to perform non-lethal takedowns on unaware targets. I don't care about that. Throwing knives deal 30. I love the throwing knives. That's a mod that did I install that one? I think I did. I don't know if it works. Well, think about that. The worst perk in the world, you cannot be detected underwater. Oh, they changed it. I thought that was you could breathe underwater. You cannot be detected. That might be a mod. Damage from poison is doubled. Detection time increased by 20%. Temporarily boost movement speed 50 seconds when detected by an enemy. That's awesome. Enemies with less than 50% of defeated instantly when attacked by a knife. I use knives a lot. Upon entering combat, crit chance increased by 25. Increased damage from headshots fired from outside combat. I love my snipers. So I did a sniper knife blade build was the game. Grants immunity to poison. I don't know if I really need that. You can pick up enemies with a takedown. Don't need that right now. Quick melee attacks with ranged weapons, stagger enemies. Fine. Health regen. Yep. Give me all those. Go to cold-blooded. Reduces weapon recoil. Increases armor. Reduces quick hack upload time. Don't really care. Increases headshot damage. Yes, please. Stacks cold-blooded are removed one by one, not all at once. When your health reaches 45%, a max stack of cold-blooded is automatically activated. That's dope. Landing a crit has 24 chance of applying stack cold-blooded. Increase health regen inside out per stack. Increase max stack amount cold-blooded by 1. Increase all resistances per stack. Reduce quick hack cooldowns. I don't use quick hacks. While cold-blooded is active, increase damage with melee weapons. Yeah, that's literally the build. All cold-blooded is active, reduce damage taken. That's very good. Increase max stacks damage with cold-blooded by 1. While cold-blooded is active, you're immune to all that. That's terrific. Quick hacks increase attack speed per stack of cold-blooded. Quick hack. So I don't need any of those. Did those. Grants immunity to poison. Fine. Movement speed after 6 successive take. Yep, that I missed that one. I will think about that one. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. And I've never like gotten these normally without the mods. Oh crap! I did the blades, handguns, assault. That's fine. Assault would help with the rifles. I don't need that. I don't need the tech for crafting and engineering. I'm good. Grants immunity to all effects from your own grenades. Oh, that's a cool perk. That's a good perk. See, it feels like there's just so much commitment to a single build that they should give you a way for more perks. I know you can, but the grindy down here to get all those extra perks there's more perks than there are skill levels to level up. The speed could be tweaked. That's probably what mods are for. Quick hacking. I'm good there. Cool. Body, athletics, annihilation. These are the shotguns. That was a fun build. Street baller, athletics. Was it? Regen, increase max stamina, reduce fall damage, increase max health. Okay. I feel like we can get away with that. And then reflexes. We should do stuff with the... Each headshot reduces recoil with rifles and some machine guns. This should help my sniper rifles. Increases damage with rifles and some machines by 30 when standing still. Increases armor. Increases headshot damage with sniper rifles and precision rifles. Increases damage with rifles and some machine guns when firing from behind. Are rifles and sniper rifles different? I didn't know they differentiated that. Increase the amount of damage increases the farther you locate from enemies. Long shot. Reduces recoil. I don't think they differentiate. Reduces recoil with some machine guns by 10%. Reduces reload time for assault rifles. Nope. Bullets fired from rifles some degree ricochet an additional 2 times. Increase rifle. Got that. Increase rifle and some machine gun damage. Quick melee. Increase damage with rifles and some machine guns. Reduce time to aim down sight. Increase some damage to moving enemies. Defeating enemy with a rifle or submachine gun reduces reload time for 20 seconds. Increase crit damage with rifles and submachine guns by 35%. I agree with that. I think the ricochet would be good as well. Increase crit chance with rifles and submachine guns by 10% when firing from behind cover. I don't do that. Defeating enemies with a rifle somewhere reduces reload time. Increase armor resistance for while aiming with rifles or submachine guns from behind cover. Each headshot reduces recoil with rifles and submachine guns 5% stacks 5 times. Increase damage with rifles and submachine guns by 30% staying still. I do that often. Quick melee attacks, rifles, submachine guns do increase damage. So I could then do a 3 to increase damage. Handguns, blades are all good. So you can get an idea of the build you want. There's quite a lot, and these are the last 3. Allows you non-lethal. I don't like that. You can pick up bodies. You cannot be detected underwater. Curious to test it out. Reduce quick hacks. Okay. Intelligence. Yeah, I don't need any of this because that's not the build. I'll show you the other builds here in just a second, as I have this in my head. increase max stamina, reduce fall damage, increase max health. Could reduce my max health by 2. Reduce the amount of stamina consumed. Those are all really helpful. Athletics. I feel like we've overcommitted, right? While aiming by 10%, yeah. That sounds like a good idea. And then we'll go to max stamina. Fall damage could be helpful. Yeah, it's the last perk. It sucks. Okay. I actually wish I could go into body way more. Oh well. Okay, let me look back. So is there any way to get a skill? Yeah, so character, you get skills every time you level up, so there's guaranteed 50. But when you use these, there's skill progression awards, and you can see there's a little bar here with experience for athletics. The more you do and use that skill, you'll get experience for like whoever you kill in game. And then once you get enough, pardon me, you can then get these bonuses. And unlocking these give you straight bonuses, I believe, if I'm not misspeaking. So I'll get increased stamina by 5%. The next thing I'll get is increased stamina regenerate by 10%. Reach level 5. So I got to reach level 5 to unlock that. And it'll give you a perk every time you make progression in this skill. It was their way to try and keep you going, so, like what I'm arguing about right now. Like, look at, it looks like 16 perks. I could fill out all this if I really wanted to go. And by the end of this, you can unlock the reach level 20 athletics skill to unlock. The problem is this does cap out at whatever the skill is. So it's at level 10 of this skill. I can only progress up to here. Oh, I'm a liar. So you get perk points. It'll tell you if you get perk points. So there's probably only like, it looks like it's every other for a while. Not quite. So maybe there's only like 5 to 8 perk points inside here. Still a substantial amount, but you can only go up so far. So that's kind of an annoying frustration. So like when I get to cool, it slows down so much, unlike real life. When you develop skills, it doesn't just arbitrarily just become thousands and thousands of XP. So I have leveled up my... What's with the scroll bar here? Okay. I've leveled up to 15. I have 20, so I can keep going. It's just so slow now. And every time you finally get to the final one, you get the reach level 20. You can get the last perk, which is increase the duration of poison applied to enemies for 5 seconds. Probably is really good. Same with cold-blooded. While cold-blooded is activate, increase crit chance by 10%. Crit, that's great. 25%. Yeah, I'd love to have that. But it's such a grind to get up to those final tiers to get those perks. And they really don't make that big a gameplay difference in my experience when I played with everything unlocked. Some of the other builds, like intelligence and quick hacking, there's so many cool things with quick hacking that I saw that you basically can like Thanos snap people dead by blowing up all their cyberware, which is really cool. And you can hack all sorts of machines and breaching protocol inside this game. I didn't dive deep into this whatsoever, but I've seen builds online, which I encourage you to Google if you have any interest in seeing what the different builds are in Cyberpunk 2077. It's a ton of fun. You know, oh, has the music been playing this whole time? Is it? Mute it. I think it's muted on my PC. But that's good in one respect, but another. Isn't that the audio output catcher? Oh, there it is. I feel like we can have music, right? I'm gonna keep a little fun music in the background. You let me know if it's distracting. Yeah. No, we were just here in the game, right? Playable on PS4, Xbox One consoles. I don't know yet. I'd wait to the 1.5 patch Miku, or buy it while it's on sale. It was deeply discounted on Cyber Monday and Black Friday. There might be a holiday sale. Wait till Christmas. It was $20. For 20, buy this game for $20 if you have any interest, and wait to the 1.5 patch. It's dirt cheap. Or go on sale again, right? It's gonna go on sale again, so don't be too worried. Non-lethal takedowns, you don't want the kills. I want the kills. I have been hearing music. Hey, Smart, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, dude. But yeah, so there's a ton of stuff there. There's these tarot cards you find all around the city. They're super annoying. Why don't I have them all? Oh, I think I know why. Because there's parts toward the end game I think you can get. But that's a fun little side mission and part of some of the lore that I won't get too into in the story if you do plan to play the game. Shards are the text-based way to really get the immersion. There's a lot of love and care put into how much writing went into this game. But, man, I hate reading all of it. Look at how much shit there is. It's too much to read. So like that's for the super dedicated. And then messages. One of the coolest things in the world is the back and forth. Okay, that's not gonna help me. Where is Blue Moon? You literally text on the go with these people, and you get to choose one of two options, which I wish it was more, but you can talk to people in the game, and it actually builds out the NPCs in a way that I thought was awesome and not touched in games that should totally be used way more often. It's incredible. This is a medium that people haven't taken full advantage of. I gotta go to a Ripper dock though. There's a Ripper dock right there. I gotta change to my blades. And what are my weapons right now? Meet Hanako at Amherst. Sweet Dreams. Which one's that? Talk to Stephanie. Yeah, okay. So this is the one that glitched out. These are my jobs. Now complete it. There's every mission in the game, folks. There you go. And a lot of them are fun, man. The side missions shine. The main story, a lot of people complain how short it is. The main story is definitely not the main jobs. The main jobs are definitely the like side quests you have with the characters like Pan Am, which I don't... Nope. What's her name? That my phone. Where's my phone? T. Judy, Carrie. It is Pan Am. Oh, thank God. River Ward. Are those all the four main stories? Takamura. There you go. I think that's everybody. Rogue. Nope. Rogue. And Victor has a little bit. His is really small. But all the people I named are hours and hours of content. That is excellent. Absolutely excellent content. Let's not shoot the police. That's not a good idea. Okay, so we need backpack. Nope. Inventory. Got my katana. I got my snipper. I got my submachine gun. We're good to go. Okay. So I just got to go to the Ripper dock and put in my blades, and the build is exactly as I want it. And then there's literally no missions to do anything with it for. So big win. Don't worry about it. I'll jump into missions so you guys can see some missions for the game. But where's it on my map? The map's not great at telling you the quickest direction. But it's not terrible. Is he up? Is he vertical? I hope he's not vertical. And I definitely didn't need to go this way. His settings seem off. Where's my FOV? FOV seems way off. Gameplay. You can also, where's the interface? Like the HUD? Minimap's fine. Health bar is okay. Stamina, oxygen. You can turn off a crap ton of stuff to... oh my god, did they add the job tracker? You could Johnny Silverhand HUD elements, target marker, PC names. That's fine. Numbers off, 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 off. Crowds on mini maps, center screen dot overlay. Just get it a little less gross. Max up VSync. Enable VSync. Synchronize game frame with your monitor refresh rate. Confirmation required. Monitor. Select your primary monitor for the game required. Oh, it is playing on that though. Well, that doesn't seem right. Unless I'm not putting correctly. Okay, whatever. Full screen. Do I turn on VSync? I feel like that might fuck things up. Synchronize against stream with your monitor's refresh rate. Yeah, it seems right. Okay. Field of view. Do we go higher? Okay, 100 seems extreme. And is there any depth of field, lens flare? Thank God, I hate motion blur. Everything's on ultra high, ultra quality. Okay. To maintain a consistent frame rate, initial rendering resolution changes dynamically. The amount of fluctuation depends on the complexity of the scene. The internal resolution is upscaled and sharpened. Oh no, he's not feeling that. Okay, that's fine. You can feel that way. It feels a little better for the FOV. We'll go to the full 100. That's better. Okay. I'll show you my Mantis blades. In the world of Cyberpunk. It's definitely not in 2K, but I like how the game likes to pretend, so I'll let it. This game is normally gorgeous. And that was also something that really attracted to me, just how good looking so much of the game is. That helps build into my immersion of being like, my god, these games. Herberdoc.
So, as I was saying.
Enough. Arms, get rid of that. And where is my blades? That's all I really need to do, I believe. I haven't maxed out all that stuff because I hardly understand it. Okay. So you get 4 weapons. There they are. So, we have our definitely not in good lighting. Let's see, cross the street, you gonna hit me, car? Okay. We got our blades here. We got a really good gun that auto fires on stuff. Sniper. And our blade. Some fun stuff. You can just, what is it, V? We'll call my favorite car in the world. The Calburn. There's a gold version of it. It's tacky and I don't like it. But we have automated cars that'll come to you for chauffeur services. Ah! Look at this thing! I don't like cars. I like this car. It's ridiculous. I guess it's like a Lamborghini, but I don't really care about Lamborghinis, so my bad. Futuristic Lamborghini. It causes emotions. Look at that interior! This music's also awful. Is this Pacific Dreams, really? Oh, that sounds terrible. I have no idea if these are copyrighted, so that's actually a super big problem. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, let's do No Station. I have my own music playing, so let's do that. How about that? That's not too loud, right? Music. Okay. Carol told us, Liz tarot cards here too. I cannot escape them. They follow me from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Persona. Dude, where's my phone? Guess I was calling it a day now. Catch you later. Well, thanks for coming by, Pancakes of Truth. Appreciate it. Love Judy, that is all. Yeah, that seems to be the community consensus as well. Everybody loves Judy. We can visit her. Cyberpunk is basically Crisis in 2020. Yeah. That's like an 80s supercar. It's like the Audi R8. I'm writing that down. This car exists. I guarantee it's expensive and I will never own it. But I would like to look at it in real life. I swear to God, I saw it out. I saw something similar to it out when I was shopping the other day. And no, I was going to lunch with friends. And it was just like Man. Am I hallucinating this car now? Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad you like that. How would I say your name? Diokir for 20. I am very poor with my pronunciations of names, so I hope you never take offense when I mispronounce your name, because I will. Mr. Drown, thank you for the 99 cents donation. The $1 donation as consistent as ever. Thank you so much. You're amazing, man. Good day. Hope you're all doing well. I am. I'm playing Cyberpunk 2077 and sharing my fun stories and experiences. Where are we? Excuse me. What is that? Is that me, Hanako, and Ambers? Sure. Let's do, I'll show you some of the build. Why not? We'll play a little bit of the end game. I'm not going to play the whole end game, but let's drive to the end game. Oh boy, that was about to be bad. That's fine. That's fine. We're good. I also do not enjoy how loud cars typically get. Okay, wait, good detail. Every time you're coming up on a green light or red light, it'll turn green for you. So like, notice the lights in this game. It's up ahead, they're red, right? Even though cars are actually blowing right by them. What is that about? But turns green. That was a little too soon. Oh no, they're ahead of me. That was the worst. Normally when you're going 200 miles per hour in this car, you'll get all the lights just turning green just as you get there. But yeah, the car handling was god-awful on release, but I definitely got used to it, so when the improvements to driving cars happened, oh man, was this a much better experience. Okay. So we'll pull up to the curb here. I'll take this car out and show you guys some how fast you can go out in the outskirts. But I kind of am feeling a little trigger finger right now. Like, you feeling the same thing? Yeah. Pause the music now because we're gonna go fight some stuff. Continue. Point of no return. Let's save before we go in. Nocturne. We got one of my favorite builds. Let's do it. Unfortunately, one thing I messed up.
I thought about giving you a piece of my mind, but maybe it's for the best. God, I feel every joke needs an audience, like this at all. This porcelain bitch is the worst kind of news.
I know. I'll be careful.
Oh, listen, I missed that voice.
Exactly one of your strong suits.
Oh.
Listen, first sign of trouble, we Delta.
Even like the language that was put into the writing, Delta, Gonk, Preem, it helps so much with the lore building and immersion.
She emptied the place. Shit.
Here we go. So I'm going to fast forward through all this so you don't end up having... I really suck at Uncanny Valley, but I guess that does still look a little Uncanny Valley.
Thanks for meeting me.
Okay, let's skip all this. So, hopefully don't spoil too much when I play the game. But also, this isn't really going to be too much.
You knew?
Oh, is it raining outside? Family.
Guys that
These responses kind of matter, but don't. But you basically, based on what you've done, you can choose who you go out fighting with.
Of course
C is also crouch.
wanna leave.
But it's also advance. It also advances the audio dialogue. Boop. So this is where Hanako's gonna promise the world, and it's not gonna happen. But look at, like, for a second, the graphics and animations here. Especially this isn't at 4K. Playing it at 4K, it's incredible to see where video games and how far they've come. We can take a drink. Boy, would it be awkward if, like, taking a drink actually had consequences I've never done before. But look at little details like that to kind of give you some agency in the game that is clearly a single-player narrative-driven story.
Sounds like you want to avenge dead old dad.
Dude, that rain right now is killing it.
You already know.
This is setting a mood I don't recall having. I think it's scripted, though.
Perfect moment.
I've just never noticed that in all my playthroughs.
Testify.
But they do a really good job with main character models. They look excellent. Like, you can even see pores and stuff on her face.
Offers intriguing.
We're getting the.
Yeah. You are bleeding.
But some of the other character models look like absolute butt. And so that's what I often would see on social media, where they'll be like, how can you say this game is any good when, or looks good when you got character models that look like Butterboy butt faces? And it's because all NPCs are not created the same. Go figure. Oh, Nightbot.
I warned you.
What are you doing?
Is there any way to skip this?
And
Nope.
on your own too. What?
Oh, there we go. Wanna be. Oh crap, what was this? I thought about giving you my mind. Maybe it's for the best. Every joke, see what I'm getting at. Wanna be. I do and I don't like it.
Come on, face the fact.
Oh, so much drama! I just want to get to the fighting. There's a little fighting that's coming up, but maybe this is too much narrative and I should just jump to another save. Boop.
What about panic?
And you.
Shh, too much. We don't want them. We're just trying to get into it.
Rogue.
Won't find anyone better in NC.
So now we're going through all the options of all the people.
Breach the tower. All cracks open. Great, you checking out again?
The relic! It's killing us.
No, it's not what you think. Not yet.
Honestly, it's taking so long, I think I'm going to go with another. I apologize. Let me go to the modded profile. Which one was that? They were both corpo saves. Okay, so Fortunate Son, Nocturne, those are my originals. 75. Human Nature. Level 50 at 13 hours. This would be the modded one, I believe. So, start here. Just to get into some gameplay. So this is what the game normally looks like, in case you're curious. It's a mess of overwhelming. Look at all the jobs. Nope, too high. Okay. So you have jobs out the butt everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. You have all these little events of assaults in progress, a reported crime, points of interest, who knows what you'll discover, all kinds of really cool missions, and you can literally just wander the city and run into locations and things you want to play, which I think is, extremely appealing in an open world-ish world like this. This is a mod you can download. The game is completely, see, everything's at 20 now, like you can't normally do before. All the perks are done. Can you can keep stacking these? Oh, this is awkward. I had no idea that was a thing. Oh, that's why they're level 20. Oh. Oh, I've just learned something that is quite valuable. Wow. But this is kind of like a fun way to throw a mod on just to try things. Oh my god. Why is that at plus 52? Oh, my Lanta. No wonders why. Are any of these at handguns, blades? Interesting. But it is a build from somebody else, so you can still do your own thing. What does that do? Wow. Okay, so no, I'll just let that go now. And then what is my inventory, just so I know what guns I'm rocking? Handgun, assault rifle. Do I have my blades? Does not appear so. That's okay. We can get them in missions and stuff, so we'll just play to play. So actually I'll go prove a point with just wandering on your map and doing things in this game. Okay, so this was an area I was playing through and looted and such. That hurt. Okay. A little fall damage. Is that not V? What was the heal? I could have sworn it was V. Nope, that's a grenade. Oh god. Anywho, sure. I just got no relative. Okay, I'm anywhere. So let's just wander. So you'll get random text messages. And it's kind of just showcasing the game in case you guys have no idea what it's about. I'm not going to do a complete showcase. Again, we're just sort of playing to play, but you can get random text messages like this. And look, this is what I was talking about, that you can answer. Hey V, I just thought it occurred to me, you can't start your career on Major Leagues right by sporting some rag of a t-shirt. The wind blows a lot stronger up there on top of the world. Old timers like me hate to watch you kids catch cold. Left a couple things in your stash in your apartment. Give them an honest try, and I bet they'll fit you just right. Well, thanks. Vid won't hear me say no to free threads. So you can say something nice, and you send a text message to him, and then they'll send it right. They're collecting dust in my closet. Anyway, much rather give them to a new home. Look at this. Anyway, hope to serve you well. As they even split up the text messages like it's a genuine conversation. Like, and now I like Victor all the more for it. And those are police officers that I definitely don't want to fight because I accidentally threw a grenade I didn't mean to throw. All right, so let's wander. Wander the City of Night City and see if we just happen to run into things. Oh, it looks like there's a bunch of bad guys. Boop. This is part of some cyber tech that you can, oh, the music's kicking in. Ooh, baby. No, not so much. Let me see. Is the game still really quiet? I will bump up the threshold a little bit. Oh, I probably know why it's really quiet. If I go into the mixer, yep, and I go to line in. We're all deaf now. We're all deaf, and I now know why the game was so loud. Okay. Let's go to filters. And turn off the gain. And turn that down just a bit. And now we can all hear the game properly. You should do the Bozo mission. I love that guy. I love this game, and I want the expansion so badly. I agree. I absolutely agree. And I don't even remember which one's the Bozo mission. Is that the one with the guy that was actually a... he's a famous influencer, but he plays a guy that had a cybernetic implant go wrong. Report a crime. Could be dangerous. Cool. What's that about? So, just like that, we can get another job, and they'll queue us up for it. You can run into all sorts of things. There's graffiti from the local gang. Each of the gangs run so many of the cities, and the fixers help set up all the deals and gigs, and the corporations run everything at the higher level. There's a wonderful amount of immersion in the classism. Is this a police thing? What do I got? This is excessive. How much time you get? Obviously this is playing on easy mode. There's another enemy still in this area. Okay. But, you know, try and save the people that are being stick up. You find that often in these all the way throughout the city. And I actually found it really rewarding to take out all the gangs that are holding up. And when you clear out areas, if you return to those areas, the individuals are like people. If you return to an area a gang was dominating, slaughtering, or whatever, you'll sometimes see body bags. You'll see cleanup actually happening. You'll potentially see I'm not seeing any more villains around here, but you'll see people return. Like if there's a party area where individuals would hang out and have fun and dance and all that, and then the gang stuck it up or held it all up, people will return to that area now that you've cleaned it up. So there is those kernels of detail to the world that help you grow with the game that is sorely lacking in depth in the initial release. It's something that in a DLC I would love to see, even expanding on that, not even necessarily a new area, expand on what you got, even helping V. I really don't feel like V's story needs to be over. They did conclude it to a degree, but man, like they can, and you can accept where it ended up, but man, I feel like there's so much more that they're to do with V's story. There's so much more we can do with V's story that it's a bit underwhelming how it ends. And by a bit, I mean a lot. Those are fast travel stations. I could use those, but I don't feel like looking at loading screens, even though they're not bad at all. Loading screens. I kind of want to show you the game. And even on these settings, look how pretty it all is. Oh, I know this area. And is that the tower we started everything on? There's a sword up there that I did not collect that I would like to have. We're gonna crouch. So then we also have this, I don't even know what what is this called? Cyber view? I have no idea. It's definitely not called that. But you can do all kinds of interesting stuff. This is part of the quick hack stuff. I totally don't know. But you can also see if they're wanted or not, so you don't end up killing civilians, which is nice. But these are all part of the Tiger Claw gang, it looks like. What's the data? Yep. Hacking. Break through M.A.I, making all nearby enemies connected to the network vulnerable to quick hacks. Okay. So... Oop. This is part of the Breach Protocol. It's a really weird game that I don't know I really understand. But you have to do a game of like click one and then anything from this row, then you change whether it's vertical or horizontal clicks. You'll see it in a moment. Mass form reduces the resistance, automatically blinds enemies when you are detected, causes enemy weapons to jam after opening fire. So we'll do that one. E9 1C, and you can do all these at once potentially. Oh, I can't do that immediately. That hurts. From the top here. Well, this sucks actually. How am I not going to instantly fail? They might give you a grace period. See, there's a buffer up here of things you can get wrong, and this is really forgiving. So I need an E9 in a row here. So I would go E9, 1C, E9. Okay. E9, 1C, and then there's a timer. 1C, E9, VD, 7A. There's another 1C. What is this? 1C, 1C, E9. That's cool. So now each of them have been jammed in a way where they'll go blind as soon as I get into them. What does cyberpsychosis do? Okay, that's gonna take forever. No thanks. Oh, does it just keep going? And look at that. So that's another point of the build is you can literally not have to deal with any of it. And he's blind, like we want it. From everybody we hacked, and we just got rid of all those tiger claws. So cool beans. I'm gonna turn the music of the end game down, just in case it is, I think it is copyrighted. Probably is. Is there a preset for that? Mute, detect, disable. Oh, there it is. Disable copyrighted music. Okay, that didn't go off. We're good. Okay, so this is a fun one. I'm pretty sure you can find Meredith Stout underneath the water at one of these if you don't do the thing properly. But we got a tip, and so something fell off the coast here. What is this? We got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, I remember. This is from, oof. And there's even a little story here. Individual got crushed and lost what they're stealing. That's right. There's normally a follow-up after you clear out a gang area to where they've stashed more loot or whatever they're doing. If you read through a lot of the stuff that is on their, what do they call those? Holodecks that are around in the area? I'm not sure that's what they're called. The chips that you can read. There's probably like one right over around here, maybe? No? Can I buy anything from you? Nope. Okay. It helps build out the story, and it'll actually lead you to the narrative conclusion of where a lot of these things are or what's going on around, which is really cool. Let's keep walking around and seeing whatever else we can run into in these areas. I'm actually surprised it's settling down for me how pretty the game is looking again, even though it's not at its normal max settings. And the frame rate's running smooth. Is it good on stream for everyone? Let me know. There's a bunch of tiger claws. I really want that Pan Am sniper. Interesting. What else could we try out that seems different? Short circuit. Robot pings. We have the hand pistol. We have a wire instead of that. Alright, we'll just do there you go. And a lot of these things are non-lethal, but you get more XP when you end up killing them, too, typically. No? Oh. Oh, I just look like a murderer there. Oh no. Well, normally that's the case, but maybe I've maxed out whatever that was in the past. Oh no, I think I disabled the XP showing up on camera just for the HUD. In case any of the HUD, it looks too, like, here. There's even more of the HUD I could probably... oh, I'm on very hard. You never know. Interface? Here we go. Action buttons, health bar. Mini map. Honestly, what if I just start taking a lot of stuff off? Job tracker, crosshair, I'm gonna need that. Target marker, NPC names. Where's the crap in the bottom corner? I know that's there. Crosshair, action buttons, show or hide action button. Maybe not. Is it the action buttons? There we go. Yeah, so you can also play this way too. So since we're not actually going crazy with the map and we're just running around looking for things, like, look how much cleaner you can customize your game to be as well when you're playing. Look at those complementary colors going on right now. So it's what, V? We'll call the Calburn. And let's go into the night. It's one of my favorite things to do since it's nighttime. Going to the desert. You actually saw on the Multiverse arcade some of what going out into the desert's like. Or what it looks like. I feel like we gotta go... Oh, maybe this way would be... No, it's definitely not. Look at that, light's red, now it's green. So strange how it always turns right as we're coming. Oop, 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 oop. Yep, I said it got better, definitely. The driving is completely fine. Alright, we're gonna try and take the highway. You're going my way, life's a highway. If I can figure out... Oop, that. For the Multiverse arcade, I even recorded it, but the frames were all screwed up when I was first getting the setup going. How loud is that? Is that too loud? I can't tell. Look at this! Come on! How is this not amazing? Oh my goodness. But I had 15 minutes where I'd play music and I was just driving through the Cyberpunk world and it was super satisfying. That's fine. That car didn't happen. No one saw that. I just zipped through that car. Oh! Yep. Maybe reading chat and driving, not a good combo. Okay, so we're in the center. Downtown. Look at these giant holograms. Are they really coming after me? Is it still the cops? That'll blow over. But this is how you can even tell where you're at by the structures. We're in the corporate area. Hanako's around here. The place is absolutely gorgeous. And this is where the corporations and the higher class lives. The corpo culture. Where if you go to Pacifica, Pacifica's a piece of garbage. And it reflects with all the trash that's built up. Like, these streets are cleaner. There's more police presence. Really good little details that are reflections of actual conditions in the real world. Which is neato. Like, video games don't have to take this much care into their product. But they do. Well, they weren't using that anyway, so that's fine. Oh, I guess they want to fight. Done. Done. Oop, can't aim for crap. Boop. I missed my blades. Oop, reloading. Is that everybody? I had an individual get locked inside there before. That was amusing. Get a free gun, but then there's an archive conversation. Let's read that real quick. What do I do? Get out of town, choom. Another one of the slangs. I got family now. We'll leave them. They'll be fine. That's a promise. Oh, he died. Getting out of town, and it looks like there's something 2,000 meters away. Okay, well, I mean, that is of an opinion. Let's see if I can find a fast travel station near me. Oh. I will turn the map back on, because that is helpful. But I was trying to just give you a little bit of a view on how beautiful the game and immersive it can be, as immersive and as least intrusive as you want it to be. Which is really nice. Alright, let's go out to the desert. We'll take the car and show you how fun the car is. 500 hours into this game with the Platt. Love this game. Oh, I do. Well, great, good fellas. Good luck studying. Have a great day, and thanks for stopping by and watching the stream today. I've been having a blast going back through these wonderful memories I've had with Cyberpunk 2077. So Calburn. Let me see. Boop. Boop. So let's go a little more. Can't do math. Wish I was on military time. Is it dark out? Feel like we can go darker. Go darker. Gotta go danker. Gotta go danker. Okay. So this is part of the fun too, is being able to go out into the desert and basically drive as fast as possible on long strips of road. And just get to enjoy, I don't know, gaming. Look at this. A nice healthy 205 miles per hour. Hate your meat. The ads in this game are, honestly, probably not too far off from our future. 207. $209. I think it maxes out at 213. Alright, let's pull off side here for a second. Okay, not exactly what I intended, but okay. Yep. No, we're good. I mean, and then you can also go, what is it, N? And this is how I did some of the stuff. Let's get the pose to be something. Whatever. And turn the depth of field off. And just, you can just take a moment. Think what the fact you can probably do what? Pump up the exposure a little bit. Give me that contrast. Nope, too much contrast. Some highlights. And then there's another effect, right? The vibrance. That's the one. And you can just kind of get lost in the game. This is what I did for the Multiverse arcade with the cars. There. Need a breather. Then we can what? Tab. And just take a moment to enjoy the games and life and hang out in the beautiful world of Cyberpunk. Like, I don't know, that just resonates. Oh, God, I love looking at that stuff. It's so fun. Regardless, let's get back in our car. Or let's see, is there anything out here? Sure, we'll go there. Let's go so we can see. That'd be nice. Alright, 455 meters away.
Shit.
I also like how the car gets damaged the more I screw it up. I cannot stand the relic malfunctions. That's something I wish you could fix during the game, because the entire game you'll have relic malfunctions. There's a good mod for that to uninstall or to stop that from occurring. Let's go investigate what's this strange mission in the middle of nowhere. Cyber psychos.
Hey, Raffens are hunting someone in the Badlands. The word psycho's been mentioned. Check it out. If it is a cyber psycho, don't kill him. At least try not to.
Okay.
I have people who can get him into experimental therapy. And therapy doesn't work on the dead. Sending you the details.
Cool. All right. Let's go kill a cyber psycho. These things are brutal. Here's the deets. Converting Raffians in a pretty gruesome way. Watch your back. He might have military training. Witnesses claim they saw a silent old man wandering the Badlands, leaving a small trail of bodies behind him. All right. Track the job. Let's do it. What's the job? I'm in. Whereabouts are we looking? Still here? Investigate the area for clues. Well, that sure looks like a clue right there. Looks like a body. Ooh, there's a lot of bodies out here. I believe this might be the mission that I was actually talking about earlier, that it kept blowing me up. Mm-hmm. Looks like he was killing a bunch of gang members out here. I believe, if this is the same mission I'm thinking about, there's the blood trail. Nope, JK. Not a blood trail, but there is a car. Is that the police? No, Militech. What the hell's Militech doing out here? Well, the good news is I hate Militech, so we're gonna... yoink. And then you can take their shit. There are no rules! Yeah, okay. Just want to demonstrate. This is the, like... Oh, no. I was looking at the map again. The anti-Bob Ross. Well, I guess... Not the anti-Bob Ross, because it's still the ideas of Bob Ross of just, like, the world's your oyster. But also, it's like... in the most violent, gruesome, awful manner. Okay, we got you. Oh, there you go. There's footprints. Tire marks. I see more footprints. So it's like our investigation mode. The BD dances are probably some of the worst things to me in this game. They totally take away from the pacing sometimes and grind to a halt because some stuff either glitches out or is just not clear. Oh, it's not telling me it's the other way. Oh, so I was going to reverse there. The car took off this way. Excellent deduction. Oh, I mean, I probably could have seen the giant explosion there and maybe surmised Cyber Psycho. Isn't he over on that tower? This is a different mission. I think he's in that tower with a sniper. We will see. Okay. Yeah, he's in there, so we're gonna go stealth it up. Do I have any knives? Can I show you one of my favorite ways to play? I should have them. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have a katana. What is this? Get out of here. What are these mods? Increase damage by 7. Sure. Increase weapon attack speed by... Sure. Increase crit damage. Fine. Cool. Alright, so that's katana, and then we'll get rid of the shotgun. I guess I was probably trying to play a different build. We'll do, Tonto. Oh, good. I don't have to find anything. Terrific. Oh, yeah! Okay, so this is one of my favorite builds. He's not there. I'm very aware he's not there. I'm not gonna give him my location. So what I'm gonna do is we have all these different abilities, like if he has full health he'll take extra damage. All my knives are poisonous, so whenever I throw them they'll do extra poison damage, and poison can like insta kill people. But I'm gonna stealth in here and try and toss this knife at him, and we're gonna have a great time. Hey Jake, how you doing? Free card. Yeah, the Cyberpsychosis was one of the last missions I had to finish, and they are some of the worst in the game. I do not recommend them. They need a lot of fixing and fine-tuning. I think he's up there. Pretty confident about it. Best crit sword is the Satori. Yes! That's the one at the top of the tower that is basically lost to me. There he is. Oh, he saw me really quickly. What are we gonna do? Even though I have really good stealth settings, we're still gonna knife him. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Fuck.
Oh, he's got mines up there. There. Any more mines? Oh man, this guy's paranoid. It's definitely the other side. Okay, let's see if I'm walking up into mine traps everywhere. Oh, yep. Had a good feeling about that one. Going back down. Nope. What is it? Is it... Real quick, what is the controls for healing? I have forgotten that. Settings. If I didn't... Gameplay. X. Oh. There we go. Okay. So I figured there's another up there. Oh, hi. Didn't mean that.
Better not missing.
Okay. I have seen the light. I've known many of my old brothers in arms wander this life aimlessly, living hand. Basically, the cyberpsychos are a lot of people with trauma and PTSD, and something else sinister is going on too. People are trying to use them for experiments, and Regina Jones is trying to nurse them back to health and do some really noble stuff. Unfortunately, there should be a gigantic reward. Ow. Good thing my car's there. I feel like if I take the car, I'm gonna run over more mines. But she's trying to nurse him back to health, but for such a ridiculous and laborious mission, the payoff isn't it's not worth it. You do not get a reward anywhere close to what it should be. But yeah, there's a Cyber Psycho mission. Okay, we'll turn around there. What's this way? But yeah, so that's kind of how crazy the build gets, and it's actually way more fun when you're doing stealth stuff, so I'll try and do a stealth mission for you just to get an idea. Oh, shit. Those more mines? This game is ridiculous on hardcore. Oh, shit.
So, as much as I need you for this new gig, I know you need the adrenaline hit even more.
Shh. Don't call.
There's a car sitting in the middle of a minefield out in the Badlands.
Oh,
Grab it for me.
that would have been really good.
Exploding aren't zero, but let's face it.
To know before I pulled my car.
Minefield anyway. Details are in the attachment.
All right, inventory. See, so this is one of the weaknesses I find, but then it'd probably be really too overpowered because you can one-hit everything all the time. But I find it super annoying that you got to have like an arsenal of knives, but that was kind of part of the fun of the build, so you know, to each their own. All right, so here we go. We got that. Whoops. You can actually disable these mines from a distance too, I believe. Oop. Oh, screw this. Is there nothing on here? Oh, just can auto. Okay. That's gonna take forever. But we can just blow up the mines. But look at this, like from one mission instead of just brute forcing and fighting everything to all the different ways you can approach to solving problems is part of the appeal to me of the Cyberpunk game. Depending on your build, you can quick hack everything. You could disable the bots, so you knock all those bots out in this scenario, and then you can even get close enough to you actually could never need to get close if you want to disable them all through your quick hacks, or if you're a completely different build, you can avoid that entirely, which I find really cool. You can actually come up to these, which I'm not going to. I guess I should. Famous last words. Give me that. You can come up to one of these mines here, and you can actually disable them. Nope. Okay, maybe I don't have that perk anymore, but that was definitely a thing you could do. That's not how any of this works. Okay, in we go.
Fuck.
Another gonk who thought fate smiled on him.
He's probably smiling himself before he OD'd on Maelstrom's shipment.
This is what you get for sampling Maelstrom's supply. Strongest shit out there. Nothing else that could fire up their burnt-out synapses. Poor bastard. His output's probably out in Albuquerque, waiting, unaware little Jiro's brain turned to jelly.
So I know some people criticize Keanu Reeves for his performance in this. From all the time I spent with him in all the side missions, I thoroughly enjoyed Johnny Silverhand as a character. I didn't like him. He wasn't my friend by the end of the game, and that's why I was like, no, not making the decision for Johnny. He already got his chance. But it like little interactions like this were wonderful. It was cool to have a partner as you play through a single player experience all the way through. That was something that was really appealing to me. Cool. Close that, and then we'll go bring a car back here. So we gotta get into this and have it not blow up when we go to... Can I save? I can save. Just for the sake of it. I don't even know why. It's just a whatever profile. Oop, that's a mine. There's a mine. Any more mines? There's a mine. We good? We good! And so now we gotta bring this back, I believe, to the fixer of the wastelands out here. Oh, no. No, no, no. Ugh, 2,000. Sorry, I'll go by fast. But you'll see the Caliburn is one of the fastest cars in the game. I believe there's another one that's faster when you win a race. But how close is this going to get to its top speed? I think this is 165. Nope, I'm a liar. 175? 185? Looks like the max speed is 185. With certain missions like this, like if you do too many of them, they're redundant and boring, but there aren't that many, which is nice in the sense that it gives you a little change up of how, like, look at, you get to see the city. Like, it's a way that not every player is going to experience it, because that's not how these games are designed, to experience every single thing for every single player. But for those that do love the game, they get incredible showcases of, like, what Night City looks like. Especially even at night, I'm sure this looks incredible when you're coming up in the city to return this. And into Dakota's garage we go. This was one of the last missions I did a while ago. There we go.
Well, well. These are the results I like to see. Until next time, sister. Gig closed.
Oh, that's really weird. Oh, there you go. Because they don't want you to have her on the phone. There she is. This is the fixer for the Badlands. But yeah, I'll go show like an infiltration somewhere, which would probably be fun. One of those compounds somewhere in the city. Ugh, beat the brat. Cars. And sometimes some of these random missions will just lead down a whole rabbit hole. That's not really near what I want. Is there anybody near? A fast travel station to make our lives a little easier. Man. Keanu Reeves is perfect for Johnny Silver, in my opinion, and another opinion on the situation. My builds are for quick hacking and using the crit sword. Nice! Yeah, I've been waiting to get my hands on the Series X. I can't believe that they're selling Xbox One X editions when the game doesn't work with that console. Yeah, that's dumb. That's like one of the bigger slap in the faces, right? Of a, wait 1 second. Of game releases and game launches, like you buy the collector's edition Call of Duty Black Ops PS4, the Assassin's Creed Valhalla Xbox Special Edition, and then the game ends up turning out to be utter crap or not even functional. It's like you have this eye stain that you now have to look at all the time of your special edition console, or a reminder of like what you wished it would have looked like based on the marketing promotion that you got. Over under these people moving out of the way.
The fuck was that?
Really? All right. There it is. There's a lot of room for... What is that? Meeting with Takamura? That's definitely not the gig. Definitely lots of room for customization and expansion. Like, your character should be far more customizable, I would suggest, in the future. Even, like, the places you live and stuff like that. Oh, that loading time. That's so nice. Alright, so let's go beat up a boss. What's your favorite mission or mission set? I loved the classic conspiracy theory one. That was absolutely excellent with the political candidate. The one that stuck with me the most that I hope to make a video about at some point was the one with the children abductions. That was so messed up in so many ways, but it was so compelling, and it's River Ward's missions it ends up being. It's unbelievable how that comes in, how it all ties together, and just how unsettling and creepy the whole experience was. What are some of yours? Do you have favorite missions inside the game? So many are good. You'll probably remind me too. Some of them are abundantly average and keep you busy, but some of them, man, they sing. This area looks familiar to me. Oh, nope. Shouldn't have done that. Should not have said that. And pause my music again. Just, I'm feeling the atmosphere right now. Okay, so where am I going? What did I do? Yep.
Attention all NCPD subcons.
Thank you.
Suspected organized crime activity reported off Willow Street.
Where's this shit?
APB out on one Shinobu M.A.I, convicted on multiple counts of human trafficking and forced labor. City officials are offering a reward for neutralizing M.A.I.'s criminal network in the Willow Street area.
There it is. Sure is a hostile area. So this is gonna be the run and gun, let's go crazy. Whoop. Where? Oh, there. Whoops. Well, that's new. Let's go! No, it is hard mode, so this might be stupid. I don't know how these builds go. Those security cameras, too, can screw you up with quick hacks and stuff, so those are good things to take out. You start to get the music blaring, the combat gets hectic, you're moving crazy because of your cyberware. What is my heal? I have no idea what my health is at, ever. Cut through them like butter. Oops, someone's overheating me. There's enemy individuals that will try and quick hack you. And succeed, apparently. There he is. So you gotta try and manage that, which helps add to the layers inside some fights at times. But it's also, you get as much out of it as you put in. Goodbye. Goodbye, boss. This was not a stealth one. I will find a stealth one for you. The sniper is what really... the sniper with the silencer is so lovely. You get it from deep into Pan Am missions, so I don't know if there's another sniper I can pick up. And then you need to grab... something. Is it this? Is it this? Who's that? That person's a mile away. I think I completed contract, but sometimes... Is this glitched out? It feels like it is. Oh. Goodbye. I wouldn't mind the blades thing if you could pick it up after you throw it in them. I feel like that is a way more reasonable option. The rarity and like the type of guns, like you can upgrade your guns pretty darn well. Even without going down the upgrade branch to a degree. So there is kind of a... It is kind of nice, the amount you can stick with a weapon if you really end up liking a weapon. But plenty of room for improvement. And definitely one of the weaker parts on launch. But I stuck with, like, the sniper rifle from Pan Am and my katana that I used really early on. And obviously the knives for a very long time on my playthroughs. Oh yeah, the cow mission. Yep, the cow mission was... Love the special editions that changed the look of consoles. I bought the Xbox One 2K20 special edition because the Xbox looked cool, but I never played the game. Right on. I feel that. Especially if you're just doing it for looks. Yeah, definitely. There's a whole industry, I'm pretty sure. It's not super big, but it's to painting consoles and customizing them. I've seen that a bunch in the past, and it's really, really awesome what they can do. When they make your console an art piece, that's pretty special. Mocha Resh, that was an awesome mission. That was really cool. I hear a lot of people say it should have been third-person. Thoughts. I got really used to it in first person for starters. But I love third person. It's one of my favorites. So I don't know, I've seen the third person mods and the animations don't look fluid enough as is to make me want to play in third person. But if they did a much better job with third person mods, animations, I would have really, really enjoyed watching and playing the game in third person. Because I want to see my character. Why do I customize my character like crazy if I can never see them? So I get that. I was like with the Lizzie weapon, Satori, and tech rifle you get from Nash. Nice. Nope, it's great build. Great stuff. I like the idea of third person for this game, especially with the environment. Agreed. Because you want to see stuff, right? As much as the first person flows better, I think gameplay at the moment, I think there's plenty of room for improvement on that type of stuff. Another set of missions I liked was where Johnny Silverhand ones. It was nice getting more backstory. 100%! And getting all of his clothes. Yep. Getting all of Johnny's stuff and getting to know him makes him a good character. Not like make him good, it makes him a good character to enjoy and hang around with. That stuff I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed. I completely agree. That's why when people don't like Johnny Silverhand, I wonder if they played through all the missions and still didn't like him. And totally justified if they didn't. But I feel like a lot more people probably would have liked him if they end up playing through all the missions. It is weird you can't get rid of the Johnny Silverhand's clothes. It is a weird choice, but you can store it all, right? I hope I'm not eating. I'm hitting the mute button. Like, I'm hoping I'm not eating into your ear. Let me know if you're hearing the crunch crunch in your ear. Very good. That's good. I'm working on it. You're still gonna hear me do human sounds, but yeah. Which is weird. Sucks you can't sucks you can't delete Johnny's. No, which is weird. Probably be fixing the big patch. That makes sense. There's no crunching when you're good. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I don't want you guys to have to hear that garbage. Blocko. Not a big fan of all that. Let's see if we can get I don't know, some job in the area. This was the joy I found with this game, is this constant, like, discovery. You just pick your direction, highlight it on your map, and then you get a new job.
My net runners is unresponsive.
Excuse me.
Despite of clear orders to remain in direct contact with me. Something must have happened. He would not dare go against me. Familiarize yourself with the brief and proceed swiftly.
Okay.
I need him.
Okay. So, gig type. Merc need it. Me, I'm 65-year-old, regular, okay, for years. I worked to get jobs done comfortably with a crew, and I handpicked myself. I chose Chang Hoon Nam years ago, and hasn't let me down once. I don't know what happened to him, but you must get him back. Check the basement in that Chinese place. He keeps his gear there, sometimes takes a side gig or two. I think he's alive, if he weren't. He's the type who'd come back as a ghost and apologize, just like in those tales from old country that make me want to puke. He's sentimental like that. Cool. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna save, though. It's weird having, like, completing all these jobs and having minor recollections of everything. I do remember this. So, I know this place is an issue. We're gonna sneaky snake in here. Alright, so I promise you, you can manually turn those off, but doesn't seem to be working. So we will do these. Okay. Avoiding all, like, they'll start fighting you and you'll get in a ton of trouble if you go in and make a mess. Oh, this place is super dark. Not this mission! Oh, this one's so bad. What is with the lighting in this one?
Hey, you alright?
Look, Fee, it's you in the near future. Every net runner ends up the same way. Brain fried by some corpo ice.
Looks like he's still breathing.
Alright, so we're gonna have to find, oh, there you go. Oh, that's so cool. There he is. He's stuck in the net. He needs help. Take a gun. Messages. Kang Tao container. Oop. I was trying to get your hands on the KT container. You couldn't fucking wait for me. Manage it my own, thanks. Try to prove something? Okay. Ba 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 ba. No one likes this place. No need to panic. I told you I'll be fine. Was it some kind of last long? Big, whatever you want, you stubborn old fossil. Now I'm gonna need you today. You see my message? What's going on? Wacko. Oh. How do I get out of this? What? Am I forgetting how back works? Oh, it's F. That's what. No, it's not. Don't hold to disengage. Oh my god, I'm an old man. What's happening? There it is. Alright. So we gotta turn the circuit breaker on. I imagine glowy... Oh my god, it's so dark in this one. Oh, is he turning the lights on and off as I go? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Oh, that's not cool. That's a mine. Oh, did I hit caps lock? Yep. That drove me crazy for a while when I was hitting caps lock, and then that keeps this up. And I thought my game just kept glitching. No, Reed, those are called keybinds. Oh, this is way cooler than I remember this. That's probably why it's so dark, because you're supposed to follow it, Reed. Man, it's amazing what game design is like. What happened? Did I just go in a circle? What was that about? Oh, I need this shard. Ah, and the whole place turns on. Really cool. Oh, did I just skip all that?
Wait, I can't.
Wake up.
Oh, there you go.
One moment. I don't know how long I'm here, but as you Americans say, I'm starving.
You're in luck. There's a restaurant upstairs.
I know. The whole time. Those aromas. What torture.
So you were conscious.
Partially. More like in deep hibernation.
Had a peek at your messages. Looks like this spectral kid was right, huh?
I get stuck after all. When he find out, he'll become completely insufferable.
That why you didn't ask him for help? Case of a fragile ego.
No. But because I was trapped in the subnet, the lights were as far as I could go.
So, you're probably wondering who sent me.
Wakako. You always find an excuse to drag me to her place for dinner. You must visit me someday. I'll show you a few net running tricks.
Wasn't it me who just saved your ass?
We never stop learning hard lessons. But you don't have to do everything alone.
Thanks, I'll think about it.
That's so cool. Oh, right back to the me stud. Oh, it's gone. Okay, then. That's cool. The messages are back up there, though. The right ones, too. That's a nice little detail. That seems like a stability patch that's doing that. Excuse me. But yeah, super cool. His facial recognition, or his face software looked really cool. That was really nice. Like the interactions and the animations there. There you go, Wako.
I was informed of how you handled yourself. Good work. I expected nothing less from you. I am closing the contract.
And part of the cool stuff too is there's typically conditions like if they say make it quiet, they'll give you bonuses if you don't kill everybody or get detected or stuff like that, which is super cool, depending on what they request. So yeah, what time is it? We're looking at just over 4 o'clock again, so just a little over a 3-hour stream today. Didn't want to get too crazy deep into playing the game because I think it's probably more fun for you to play the game on your own time versus just watching me play it to a degree. There's a lot more depth to Cyberpunk 2077, but I don't know. This was a retrospective, right? This wasn't some super long, in-depth review. That's not the point. It was just something to share with you guys, and this is not a full Let's Play. A Let's Play might be a little different take and might be better suited for a the Everplay, so that's something to consider. Regardless, I want to go spend time with my father tonight to go see West Side Story, so we are going to probably be doing that later. I encourage you, if you have somebody that you want to be doing something with tonight, reach out to them, see if they're free or not. If they break your heart, don't take it personally, but spend time with those you care about, because it's always like fleeting. Life is exactly what you make of it. Oh, look at that. By the way, the blinking on there, is that my refresh rate? Damn, that's going. It's going hard. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This was supposed to be fun, relaxed, chilled gaming, a fun discussion. I had a great time talking with you all today. I appreciate you all hanging out. Who's still here? 16? Who wants a poster? Somebody want a poster in chat? Let me know right now. If you go into my Discord right now, whoever's in chat, and in general, just say, I don't know, I'll give away a Dread poster. And whoever types in "give me the Dread poster, please" has to say "please." In general first, I will DM you, and I'll give you a poster. I'm trying to do weekly giveaways. Not only in my streams, I'll give away posters, but in the Discord once a week. Just for being a member of my Discord, I give away posters. So again, it's my way of trying to give back at whatever scale. I'm not a bazillion good creator. I don't have 2 to 10 million subscribers. I don't make income like crazy. I can't poop out these things. I don't have a team. It's just me. I'd like some of those things someday, to have a team to bring you guys really cool stuff, but this is what I'm trying to do to foster a more positive and more enjoyable community. I've had a blast reintroducing myself to you and the content and everything we get to experience, and I'd like to give things away. Nobody interacted with the card giveaway, but it was a lot. It was muddled, and there was the whole Multiverse Arcade. So I'll work on that with Magic the Gathering stuff, because I do want to share that. I actually want to host Commander nights with the Discord. So if any of you play Commander, maybe you have interest in playing Commander with me live online. That might be something we can do. Let me know if you are interested in that on the VOD or in the Discord or whatnot. And I will be sure to hit you guys up on that. Yeah, the boy, Ace. Perfect. You got it. DM me your shipping info. Nope. Info. There you go. So somebody already claimed it. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming and watching all the way to the end of the streams. Thank you guys for being so supportive and nice for the majority of the content and understanding the Switch. I hope these can serve as fun videos to put in the background, to watch and enjoy for yourself, and they're entertaining and a way to escape from the world for a while. With that said, there is a lot more production stuff I want to get done. I have ads that are pre-made that showed in the Multiverse Arcade I'd like to get in here, and things to spruce in, but you know, I'm trying to figure out the format for narrative-driven daily streaming, right? It is definitely, this totally killed the momentum with Dread. Don't worry, though, we'll pick it up on Monday with Metroid Dread, and I'll do that probably around 1 p.m. as well. I'm still having massive sleep issues, so I think it's best if I do 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and a lot of people are working and doing other stuff as well, so they can probably catch near the end of the stream just as they get home, and then the VOD will go up right around, 4:30, 5 o'clock, so they can eat it at dinner if that's when they want to be able to consume the stream, or if you're live during the day and you need something to take yourself away, like being unemployed, like I've experienced for a very long time, if you don't count the YouTube stuff, then it's nice to have something going on in the background. I know Tim the Tatman, Dr. Disrespect, they do really great stuff, daily streaming, lots of other great streamers out there, but I see the value in doing that, and I'd like to provide some of that because I get some fulfillment out of it. So giveaways, daily streams, narrative streams. I'd rather not be doing competitive stuff with the stream sniping and Warzone and Battle Royales. Like, that just, I don't know, I feel like it gets old fast. It's the same content. I can literally see how miserable Dr. Disrespect is playing a game he doesn't want to play. And it's so sad to see that be the case over and over and over again. Yeah. Where'd I get the statue from? Which ones? That one was from Sideshow. You can also get it from CD Projekt Red. And it's like 65, 85 bucks. This one is almost always on sale for Blizzard. But I'd say, like, don't support Blizzard. Try and find it from somewhere else. Maybe even secondhand if you can, if it's cheaper. And this I was on Amazon for pre-order. Oh my god, Reed. Finger goes this way. Head goes this way. And, oh, the camera's right here. Don't look. Camera's right in front of me. And the Ahsoka statue I ended up getting on Amazon, but it was like a pre-order period, and now the price has skyrocketed, and there's no, like, I don't know if you can pick that statue up anywhere. So I kind of got lucky. It was like, it's like 175, 185 I bought that one for, and now it's going for like 270, which is really annoying. But maybe the price dropped again, which would be really cool. So I encourage you, if you like those statues, pick them up. Besides the Blizzard one, I'm really not a big fan of supporting Blizzard at this time. But maybe if they're hardcore discounting it and you really, 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 really want one of them, I mean, you do you, right? Support the developers and artists, right? Even though it's, unfortunately, that's like mass-produced shit, so it's probably helping the corporation. I don't know, you make the moral judgment call. I'm not your dad. That is something good to know, is the Discord is not working. No, wait, whoa. That's a problem. If the Discord link is not working, I need to update that to an unlimited invite. So first, let me Accept. Thank you. I will send your poster out next week. Thanks for watching the stream! Exclamation point. Let me send you guys a link in chat, so I'm disappointed. I apologize that some of you did not get the chance you would have wanted to jump into the Discord. So let's copy this, paste this, Discord. I'm gonna edit the stream right now and change the Discord link, whatever that got messed up to. Not cool. Save that. Oh, I think I know what happened. Nightbot gave the right one. Good Nightbot. Good Nightbot. That's why you're here. But very good. Okay. But I updated that. Thanks for letting me know because I was reusing those settings. Always let me know if something's not working. Kindly, please. I will try and fix those things as fast as possible. I have some posters now. I can forward them living other content. Wonderful, Isaac. Really glad to hear that. Reed, I really don't want to bug you, but can you please explain why you won't play The Witcher 3? I will eventually, Omid. It's just because I have a list. You can check the stream schedule I'm already behind on. I want to play through Metroid Dread, Kenna, Bloodborne, Nier Automata, the Zelda series, and I have a whole like Google Doc as well. Just all these games I want to play. Celeste, goodness gracious, there's so many. So actually, why not? Just for people curious, I'm gonna quit the game and let me see if I go to my website and see if this works. It'd be real awkward if it doesn't read. Radrendering.com, and then let me guys show you. Let's go to a different song. And then we'll go down for the large angle so you guys can hopefully see everything. Enter the shop. In case you're ever curious, you go to the Multiverse arcade. No, what's great in gaming? Yeah. So what's great in gaming, and there's a whole bunch of links here that I put together for everybody. There's a good expectations thing, which I should update with the bot, where it tells you all the rules and like all sorts of Q&A stuff that should be helpful for you. Is this where I linked it? What's great in gaming? What are the stream rules? There you go. When is the next stream? So I have a stream schedule, membership, what is your gear? When will you play my favorite game? So this is probably pertains to exactly what you're talking about. If you open this up, please work. Here we go. Here is a, I do have to update it because I have played more games, but 2 tabs, games I have played, and there's links to the Let's Plays that I've done. I'm not sure if they're all public or if they're all right. I got to go back in the rad plays to get them all going, but like Undertale, for example, I had a pacifist playthrough, and let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 are hidden. That's my bad. But there's a whole playlist on my rad plays that should be all unlisted, not unprivated. I privated them all in the past because I was trying to rebrand and understand what do I want to do with my content, what do I want. So that's how I'm letting you guys consume the content as you want. You can click these and it'll take you to my playlists, and you can see all the Sly Cooper games all unlisted here. Click on it, and oh, that one's private. That's not good. So I will have to edit that. But general idea, you'll be able to see these. So like Metroid Dread and all that type of stuff will go on there. But here you can see like Soma, Risk of Rain, Rime, Resident Evil 2 and 3 originals, Resident Evil 4. I've never played that one. I'm holding off. I'm holding off for a remake, basically. Myst, One Shot, Ori and the Blind Forest. I started that and I never finished it. Horizon Forbidden West. So future games as well. Hob, Heavy Rain, Half-Life 1 and 2. See, I played Gris, so that should come off. Gone Home, Ghost of Tsushima. I played like an hour or 2 of it. Didn't get into it. Really want to give it a second chance because everybody says it's one of the best games made of the past year or 2. Dishonored 1 and 2, Chrono Trigger, Dark Souls. There's so many cool stuff, and I want to play retro games as well. Bayonetta 2 I never played. I really enjoyed Bayonetta 1. Babazoo, Beat Saber with the mods. That'd be fun, right? Me being an idiot with VR. Zelda Breath of the Wild I never played. Xenoblade, War Lagoon. It's just a weird... I gotta figure out both what I want to do and what I'm comfortable with, and also what's entertaining to you. Some of these games are 40 to 60 hour games, so how can I play them and be entertaining, right, for that long? I can't. Realistically, I can't be entertaining for 60 hours. That's not going to be possible. So is it more a relaxing we're playing this together, and it's something that we get to experience together, and that's what I gotta shape these narrative-driven streams from. I don't know. This is part of the problem solving that I'm happy to be trying to figure out. I think that is where I'll find a lot of value in what we're doing here and trying to figure out, okay, whatever this presentation is going to be, I want to make it an entertaining and interactive experience for you guys, but I don't want it to be PvP. I don't want to be screaming and yelling and overreacting at, you know, trolling, grifting content. Like if I get excited about a game, I'll play the game. And I'll be happy to react to that stuff. That's the reason I'm here. I want to be screaming and yelling about how great that payoff was, the story, the plot twist. So that is, again, one of the goals. And then here's the stream schedule, which isn't updated yet. I will bump it up this weekend. But see, this is gonna get bumped to next week. I'll probably move Halo. That's what's on the list too. I wanted to play through the Halo franchise. I've never played the Halo campaigns. I've gotten bits and pieces from friends in the past of Halo 3's campaign, but it's one of the best out there. Bloodborne's not moving, so I'll probably just bump the Halo stuff later. Halo 1 and 2 I wanted to play this month, and Nier. So we got a whole bunch of really fun stuff, and then at the bottom it also shows the streams you missed. I should probably link the streams afterward, but again, I'm only one guy. I'm trying to keep up with everything. Still got to do promotions. I should be doing highlight videos. It doesn't end. So we're going to do a little bit at a time. That shouldn't be there anymore. I'm glad I checked that, so I will update that. Sublime. Give me this. Go over here. And then we'll do Squarespace. And I will just keep that up to remind me to fix that. So yeah, there we go. Let me go back to the other PC now. Okay, so cool. Here would be fun to watch. Platinum a game in 3 days. Oh my god. Oh my god, Ace is gone. Oh, Kenna. Oh, Kenna. That makes sense. Yes. So Kenna's gonna be a lot of fun. Another lighthearted game to a lighthearted game to do after Metroid Dread, which is so much fun. I can't wait to play it. Monday's gonna be a blast. I really hope to see you there. I know you want freedom, but can you do a thing where we vote on the game you play? I would be up for Multiverse members voting on which game to play to prioritize my Let's Play. So it'd have to be from that list because those are all games I want to play. And then also understand if I'm not feeling well, then there should be an expectation of like, it's not going to be a good Let's Play if I'm really not feeling it. So I'm not going to play it. That should be ingrained. But for the most part, if you vote on it, I'll play it. And that'll probably be, it could be an exclusive thing for Multiverse members from the Discord. And all that is just the $4.99. I need to drive more. I don't promote it at all, so that's on me, right? But I need to promote, hey, join the Multiverse Arcade. Become a Multiverse member today. That's what I should start calling you. That's something else I need to work on, my branding. That's note to me. Can't wait for the D&D content. There going to be anything on how to be a DM. I just got into it this month and I want to get my friends into it. I don't know about tutorials about how to be a DM. I would recommend Matt Colville. He's got incredibly good content. The Dungeon Dudes were excellent content for that as well that I watched. There's another group of guys that do good DM content, and there was 2 other girls that were really good online that I don't remember their YouTube names, but they got good stuff. If I'm going to do any DM content, it's going to be streaming of games. And I hope to do that at some point. I love the noon change. Glad to have fun. I am. It's really great. Like, you give us some options and we choose between them. Yeah. That'd be fine, Omid. Yeah. Xenoblade. One game I'm excited for is Forspoken. Is that even on my list? It would be so good to watch. Yeah, I think so. Link for the Multiverse. I'll sub right now. I believe it is. Top link, right? Tell me if that doesn't work, because then that would make a lot of sense, but it should be the top link in the description where it says become a Multiverse member today, and Nightbot should be spamming it every 35 minutes. Yeah, let me see. If you click that in chat, become a Multiverse member. Yep, and it says join this channel, and there's 4 different tiers. Don't worry about any of them. The $4.99 is all it counts. I just put the other ones in case anybody wanted to do something super special. But you get access to basically everything that matters and a Discord role, which should be automatically... No. Do you have to let me know? Maybe. No. I think it's automatically updated. I don't know. I think it does. It is automatically updated. So then you'll get access to also in the Discord server. I created all like Multiverse member stuff. that you guys could discuss things and vote on things. Actually, that was the intention. Multiverse Lounge, community rewards, community game nights. Yeah, and I should have let's play polls. And we'll make this a private channel next and do it for Multiverse members, staff, and VIPs. And I'll give it to Twitch subscribers and Multiverse members YouTube. There you go. So all of them will have access to it, and I'll set up some polls at your suggestion. Thank you for the feedback. That's the reason I asked. Let me scroll back down. I really appreciate you guys. Oh, look at this shit! Woohoo! We'll get more emotes! All I have to do is promote it, Reed. Why are you so bad at this? Did you know I graduated with a marketing degree? You never know. Yeah! Oh, and thank you. Welcome to the Multiverse Arcade, and the thing didn't trigger on stream, did it? That's another thing to go look at right now. Why is that not working either? Look at you all testing things at the end of the stream here for me. I appreciate this and being so patient. Maybe if I had more rainbow word art, people would subscribe more because it would be coming up on screen and we'd all get to celebrate it. Yeah, emotes. That's my dog, by the way. Athena. Works on mobile. Hell yeah. Okay, so maybe I should just talk about it. People don't know it exists until I talk about it. Yeah, there's a real good idea. Where's my list of things not to forget about? Yeah, build better promos for the memberships. Build better promos for MVA memberships. I had one really strange ad that I made that was fun, so, but that doesn't really give you information, so I should do that instead of just being a punk. So if you want suggestions from Hardcore Gamer, you shouldn't play 2 RPG games / long games in a row. Do like a linear story and 1 RPG. Yeah. Very great feedback, Omid. I really do like that. That was something I was trying to do, was not do RPGs right in a row. What RPGs do I have? Do I have 2 in a row? Is Kenna an RPG? See, Kenna to Halo and Metroid, they all seemed very different. Bloodborne to Nier is maybe what you're referencing, which could be a real pain. I can push the Nier because Nier is going to be really, really detailed. It's gonna be a long game. I heard it's like 60 hours, so that's one I keep pushing off. I forget to tell people like and subscribe all the time on my YouTube stuff, so I just have the animation pop up on my own streams. Yeah, so that's what it's supposed to be. So let me test member. Where's OBS? Well, that came up. Did that show up on screen? I can't. Yeah, okay. Did that come up when you guys did that? I don't feel like it did. See, I have all the stuff set up. But is it not working? These are the real questions. These are the pro gamer moves. You don't see this in the greatest streams of all time because you're not watching one. Let me see here. If I do Oka Rex, definitely not to be confused with Mecha Rex. If I refresh that, is it? I definitely missed it on OBS. Oh no, it did come up. Okay. Oh, you did see yours. Okay. This also stream definitely gonna have to become a member when I get paid. Love seeing you enjoy the content you make. Thanks, Isaac. And again, no pressure. Watching and liking the videos is enough. But the Multiverse memberships are way better. They help me way more. So that would be the next thing. And then I get you more emotes and I can do more fun stuff. Okay, it does come up. Okay, cool. Because I don't hear any of the stuff that happens on screen through my headsets on the streaming computer, just the way I have it set up at the moment. So maybe I can work on that. Maybe I won't. I have no idea. But cool. Thanks for letting me know all that type of stuff. That's really great. You're all wonderful. I think you should have a great weekend. Have fun, play some games, maybe even pick up Cyberpunk 2077 if you didn't have a chance to. Play the game when it was first released, blessingly probably, and now you get a much better experience. and have an absolutely terrific weekend. I really enjoyed spending time with you this week. I was sick early in the week, so hopefully we get into a better schedule of me streaming at least 3 times. I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams. And then Tuesday, Thursdays, I work on other stuff. Potentially, if I get stuff done early, I'll throw in an extra stream per week in a Tuesday or Thursday, depending on what I need to do. But I need to give myself that buffer period in case I got to go pick up posters from my printer or send stuff out or deal with taxes, because I'm always dealing with taxes. Anyway, but have an absolutely wonderful weekend. And I think it's time we have M.A.I take us out. I got to make an introduction for M.A.I. See, I did all the little things, all the little assets. I got to make them. That's why I need those days. All right. Take us out, M.A.I. You have an absolutely wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Monday inside the Multiverse Arcade. Bye now.
Is now closed. Thank you for coming to the Multiverse Arcade. The Multiverse Arcade thanks Rad Rendering for all its contributions. Thank you for watching today's episode of the Multiverse Arcade. We hope you enjoyed your time. Be safe on your travels, and make sure to take the correct portal home. Until we see you next, everyone at the Multiverse Arcade wishes you the best on your journey in life. No matter where it takes you, always remember to tell your story.